most people don't ever see.
Thank
I'm,
God.
Got it.
okay,
Oh, yeah.
the little live thing, we're only live under my world. Nobody on the internet sees this.
Yep.
We're recording this. We're going to
Okay.
put it together for a show. The very first In the Pit with Rick show on next
Sweet.
Wednesday. Okay, the Concert Connection has been the show we've had and done for the 3 years now.
We're just changing the name.
Yep, and we're
Awesome.
evolving into In the Pit with Rick, and you are the very,
You're the very first one.
guest on In the
Oh
Pit
my
with Rick.
gosh, the pressure's
So
on.
you're a guinea pig.
And your mother mentioned
Really?
to me that you're going to be going and doing some major kind of stuff starting next month.
Yes.
None of that is part of what this interview is. This is the interview about you and the scene here and your band and all that. But she mentioned to me all that stuff that's going on, and Rick doesn't know yet. I don't. Who are you touring with next year? Because your mother told me, and I'm old. I'm 57. I'm old. So.
I'm gonna be in this new band. It's called Classless Act, and we're supposed to be opening for the big stadium tour that's happening next summer. It's with Motley Crue and Def Leppard.
Oh,
and
that whole
Joan
Joan Jett, Poison.
and Poison. Yeah, it's really just
Right.
That's an awesome one.
it's a lot.
You
But
know, and
yeah, it's a lot.
I was worried because Weezer Green Day are coming through town, and I was worried like, is that going to get canceled? Because Motley Crue, all of them, they were supposed to be out on the road this year, and they just posted, I think 2 weeks ago, that they were pushing it back to 22. And I think I saw a thing from Nikki Sixx first about it, and then it was like,
Yeah.
oh, but dude, if you're getting ready to go on that, send me a postcard.
When do they come through? But have they even
Oh my
booked
goodness.
anything through? Of course, it'll be Texas Stadium, or well.
Yeah, no, they had something. But again, it's all pushed back. I don't even think they've announced the dates yet.
Yeah, when they get the dates coming through here, then we want to, at least say hi to you. We may not be able to touch you at the cloud that you'll be floating on.
Well, like what? Am I touching him? Like I got to poke the screen right now?
That's about as
Oh,
close
my
as we'll
Lord.
get to him. But let's do this. I'll let you guys talk. But Griffin, we do drops, liners for the show. And basically, now that you are the first guest, you're going to say who you are. You don't have to mention the new band, just who you are. And if you want to mention your existing band or whatever you want to do, but the main thing is who you are, kind of what you do, etc. And tell people that you are watching In the Pit with Rick.
Yeah, so basically it'll be like, hello, I'm Griffin Tucker, and you're watching In the Pit with Rick. Just really simple. And unless you want to talk about your other stuff, you're welcome to. But
right.
All right.
And I'll turn our mics off.
You mean?
And when you're ready, go ahead and do that. You're basically, and do it a couple of times. And when you're finished, just tell me you're finished. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
A couple run throughs. Hey, this is Griffin Tucker of the Real Rock Revolution, and you're watching In the Pit with Rick.
I think that's loveliness.
Sweet. Wow. One take wonder.
Yeah, just give me one more because we can use it after. Because you're not going to be in that band after next week, right?
Well, no, not because I'll be in California. Yeah,
that's what I mean. So that band, we're going to put this piece in the mix, but then after that, when the whole world knows you're doing what you're doing, then we'll put in this other drop that you'll do, just who you are, and same thing. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hey, this is Griffin Tucker of Classless Act, and you're watching In the Pit with Rick.
Wonderful. That is a rapper. And
how come he gets to be such a rock star? This the man.
It's the young.
Can I get the Cliff Notes or something?
It's being young because he just ripped. Oh, do you guys want me? He just ripped through it twice and it's like done. Okay, this is professional. Only the last thing I need is just we do a podcast. Also, this is going to be a podcast, and you do the same thing, but just tell people you're listening to the In the Pit with Rick podcast.
You're listening to
the In the Pit with Rick podcast.
Okay, and should I do both bands for that as well?
Nah, just do you. Don't even put a band. You can put just do you.
Okay,
and
got it.
Use it all the time without a band. Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Hey, this is Griffin Tucker, and you're listening to In the Pit with Rick podcast.
I think that's good, Rick. You like that?
Will you manage me?
And just announce things.
Yeah. Will you just
Exactly. No,
be a part of my
he's
show?
not announce things. That's what he's saying.
I'll just announce some things.
Ah, dude,
This
I
is
love
happening, and also this is happening, and that's my job. Thank you so much. Where's my money?
it. So,
Exactly.
are you 21 or 22 now, or
I'm 19.
19? God, I thought you were older than that. So, I started in music when I was 21 in Seattle, dude. With everything that you have going on, if you are not just giddy inside, I will throat punch you. Yeah, see the smile? Yes, you are.
But
I mean,
Such an awesome
got
feeling,
him.
though.
I'm so just passionate about the music, and I've always just kind of I've always been just wanting to do the next thing when it comes to music. I've never wanted to just kind of like wallow in one thing. I kind of wanted to just do everything at once. And so releasing these new songs with Rock Revolution, and now I'm joining this band out in California. It's all just more steps and more steps. I'm just kind of keeping the ball rolling, and I'm just trying to do as much as I can,
That's awesome. That's
Well,
awesome.
one thing, and I'm going to back out, Rick. You see in the top corner that red live thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Not you.
Oh,
Yes, I do.
That's live. We're recording. It's goofball.
Okay.
I'm going to back out. He's going to start. What time, Rick? On the time.
give me. Yeah, we'll probably start at like 8.5, somewhere in there. Give me 2 minutes.
Let's start at 9 instead of 8.5. You're confusing me. All right, I'm backing
Like an
out.
even
You guys
10?
can keep talking. Whatever. It's at 10. We'll kick it in. Okay. All right.
And
I'm in the
how
back
he
end.
puts up with me for the last 3 years,
I don't
no
put
idea.
I don't.
Oh my
Griffin,
God.
your mother sent me 2 videos. I'm going to incorporate those into like B-roll as you guys are talking and doing the show.
Okay.
And I'm going to the background, and Rick will start when he starts. And just Rick, give me the the sign, and I'll bring you up by yourself. Okay.
I need one of those like shark
Clappers.
things.
I have to take I usually take a shot before the shows, and
Baby shark.
I didn't do that. Not a
baby
shark.
shark.
A shot.
He's gonna hate me for that later. Oh my Lord. So
Let me
can
see
we
if I can do
talk?
something real quick. Watch this.
Dude,
Man, better angle.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
here we
Dude, I got
go.
studio lights. Like I
Yeah,
got,
you got studio
I need a
lights?
makeup. I need a makeup artist. Wait, let me turn one off. Yeah, see, I actually have.
Ooh.
I turn them
Okay.
really low.
I don't have
I know.
quite that budget, but
Yeah,
I'm making
dude.
I'm making do.
I had to beat up some little kid and take his lunch money.
Give me your studio lights, you kid.
So we'll I want to talk about again. I met you for the first time. Actually, was it at one of the MXD awards or was it at Drumathon?
It probably would have been a drumathon.
Okay, Drumathon, and I know that I think it was when Cleo performed with you guys,
Yes.
which was awesome. I don't know if you still keep in touch with her. We
Yeah,
yap now
I
and
mean
then.
she's awesome. I still keep in touch with her every now and then. She's
Awesome.
awesome.
So I want to talk a little bit about that, your involvement. I want to talk about how you got started out, some of the things you got going on now. We don't have to talk about it, but what are your dreams for the future? Are you going to do this forever? But I don't want to divulge what you have coming down the pipe. I mean, maybe allude that I've got some things in the hopper, but don't. You know what? I won't. Trust me, I won't press you at all
Thank you.
on it. Are you kidding me? I don't need angry hate mail from your mom going, you're and your mom is awesome, dude. The
My
fact
mom
that
is awesome.
she is working the magic for you, dude. It's incredible. And again, thank you so much for coming on the show. I hope we can drag
Absolutely.
you on in the future. I had Eric Aldenas, the drummer for Billy Idol, on the show. And it's funny
Oh.
because I've got his cell number. We've become friends now. We keep in touch, and I'm going out to Vegas to catch Billy Idol in October. He's like, oh, I can't wait to see you, get together. And I'm like,
Wow.
it's surreal because you and I both know musicians are just musicians. But
Yes.
we all still have those moments where we meet people. You're like, oh.
I get this person.
Yeah, like, I've met some biggies, and I'm like, oh. And then but then you realize you're like, wait, they're grumpy just like me, and they're normal. So I'm going to dive in. I'm going to do my little intro. Mr. Rose is going to probably make me full screen, and then we're going to dive right in. Probably talk for about 30 minutes or so. I'll do my little outros, and then.
Sweet.
Awesome. Mr. Rose, are you ready to throw me full screen? Mr. Rose.
Mr. Rose, are you there?
Hello.
Earth to Mr. Rose. Earth to Mr.
Okay,
Rose.
he'll ignore. He's either back there and he's ignoring me. He's like, just go. So it's 10 o'clock. I'll dive in. I don't care. Wait, Mr. Rose. I'm hoping he's like, I'm gonna jack with him. Oh well, here we go. Hello, rock stars. Welcome to In the Pit with Rick. I'm your host. I think I'm Rick. And this week, our guest is Mr. Griffin Tucker. How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I am phenomenal.
Hello, Mr. Rose.
I guess we're interviewing Mr. Rose too. Yeah, we can't hear you.
Oh, yeah. I got nothing.
That's because
There you go.
Oh, we can hear you now.
I had it muted.
Are you telling me I got to start over?
Yeah. I was talking to Phyllis. She was getting ready to leave, and I didn't look at the clock. And Griffin, like they do in court, erase all this from your memory. This
Got
never.
it. No, like Men in Black. They hold that little thing up to your eye and they just.
Oh, dude, I want one of those. Those
That's
are awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Except for you guys will walk in and I'll be laying on the floor twitching. You're like, what happened? He must have been tasing himself.
No, he did it himself. Exactly. That's what he would do. Okay, I'm coming out of here. Remove it.
I'll be sticking it up my nose and flashing it. Like, watch my nose blink like Rudolph. And this is why I'm the kid that's always in timeout.
That, right? You,
Dude, what?
you know
What?
Huh? You know I'm keeping that.
Shut up, Mr. Rose.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, at least I didn't actually stick the thing up my nose and start trying to flash it. Actually, I've done that with flashlights before.
Nice.
And the ones that flash. Oh, I'm such an idiot. See, those are the kind of things that happen when you leave me alone in timeout.
Hey, you know what? If you got to make entertainment, you make entertainment, man. When the power goes out and your phone's still on, you got a flashlight.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm ready, Mr. Rose. I'll be serious. I'll jump in here. Hello, rock stars, and welcome to In the Pit. I'm your host, Rick. And this week, our guest is none other than Mr. Griffin Tucker. How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well. How are you, Rick?
I'm awesome. Still in timeout with COVID, even though I think they said we're allowed to leave now.
Okay.
Dude, I never stopped. I never stayed home. I was still out playing shows and
Yeah.
going out. I had a dozen masks, and I know some people hate the masks. I like my Darth Vader one.
Yeah.
You?
I mean,
mask,
if you're,
no
if you're
mask?
styling, you kind of got to do your thing.
You like the mask, hate the masks, indifferent?
I'm kind of indifferent. I'd rather not, but like if I'm required to wear it, then I kind of just like get in that mask like mindset of just like, okay, just in here to do my thing. I have a mask on. Okay, just get in here, do the thing, get back in the car, and bam, it's off.
What's funny is I kind of like it just because I feel like, like watching the old Lone Ranger movies, like I've got a mask on and I'm going in the store. I don't steal anything. People don't start judging me yet. But I mean, I'm such a little kid that I'm like, oh, I get them. And I've got a bunch of them. And yeah, I hate the fact though that they're so hot. Like,
oh yeah,
that's my only complaint. I think they look cool, but I feel like I'm like, like gasping for air.
With glasses, every time they breathe, it just fogs up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can't see. What? What?
Wait, I can't see you now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. This is what you have to look forward to, by the way, one day.
Okay. Yay.
Like Rick, a million years from now.
A million years.
Oh my god, you look like you've been wonderful, dude. And it looks like you've stayed really busy. Yes?
Yeah, I've been really busy. For the first 2 months of COVID, I was completely like everything was canceled. But since last May, I've been trying to gig every now and then, like mostly playing outdoor stuff, especially during the start. But now Texas is starting to reopen and we're starting to get a little looser and people are starting to come to the front of the stage and people are allowed to stand up now. So it's a feeling that I've missed for a while. So it's very
Isn't
nice.
that incredible?
Oh my gosh.
They're awkward at first because they're like, am I allowed to go up there? And you're like, for the love of God, please come to the stage. Yeah.
You have to give them the out. Like, please get on your feet and come closer to me and let's have a good time. And we have a good time.
I now have visions of you on your hands and knees with your guitar. Please come to the front of the stage.
I need you.
Oh my God. The next show, if you do that, people are going to be like, we're here, Griffin. Like,
We're here for you.
you've got a great following. You've got your fans are awesome.
Yes, they are. My Griff fans are really, really amazing, and they've been really receptive to my latest two singles, Gypsy Woman and Getaway. They've really just been, giving me a lot of love, and I'm so happy because it's my art, and I'm just kind of putting it out there and hoping that someone likes it. But they're just really, really supportive, and I'm really, really thankful for all my Griff fans.
And that's awesome. And again, because you're doing originals, man, and that's so much different than those of us that are doing covers and tributes. I remember, I'm old enough that when I did my original stuff, you gotta first write a good song, but then you gotta sell it to your fan base and get to the point where they're like, play that song. Is that freaking you out when they know the song and you're like,
My first song a while ago, my first song was Girlfriend, and after a while, I started noticing, like, even when I released, like, Believe It, people came to my shows and they were like, can you play Girlfriend? Can you play your first song? It's like my favorite song of yours. And I was like, of course I will. I mean, it's amazing just to know that people are really coming to your shows to hear what you're about instead of the songs that they've heard a million times,
Now, I don't know if you told me this in our conversations. I'm going to ask for those that don't know. Tell me how you got started, because you're a young artist, but you are so accomplished already. You've got a lot going on. How did you dive into this? Like, when was it was like, oh, I'm going to be a guitarist and a drummer, I might add.
I
don't think that got past me.
I started playing drums when I was about 5, and it was very much just like a natural, it just clicked with me. I had been listening to music, or like rock music, the Beatles, since I was 3, and so for that 2 years, I was very much just like, I need to play some instruments and I need to create this myself. So I started drums when I was 5, and then I moved to piano when I was 6. Took a little bit of lessons, and then I went to guitar. But my first start when I was playing live was in a Beatles tribute band, and I played drums, and I did like the backing vocals. And because I was 8, I could do all the Paul McCartney stuff that's like way up there. But I started with that, and then after that, I toured with Zendaya. Zendaya, she's now famous for being the love interest in the Spider-Man: Homecoming and the Spider-Man franchise. But yeah, she wanted to be a musical artist for a while, and I was like the handyman on in the band. I would be like extra guitar or extra keyboards, or there was like one bass solo I had, like one little bass stool with the actual bassist. So
nice.
That was pretty like, okay, I'm moving up in the world. I actually got like a solo now. But after that, then I really decided that I wanted to make a name for myself, and that was really when I was 11.
Yep.
And I started, making very poppy songs, like Girlfriend, Need You Badly, Gotta Get the Girl, because it fitted my voice at the time.
Yeah.
And so I made those type of songs, and finally, once I got old enough, and I had, played a whole bunch of shows, and my voice started to change, I wanted to actually make the music that I wanted to make, which is rock.
Yeah.
And so I made Believe It, and of course I've released some singles since then, like Lead Me, Heart Full of Love. And of course these newest 2 songs, Gypsy Woman and Getaway. It's just really just passion for the music that's kept me going for all this time.
And as we grow as musicians, and you more experience and more influences in life, because we all still go through it. Did your focal point in life, where you are and what you want to write about? Do you go back and go, oh, that's what I was thinking back then? And it's not really a laugh thing, because that is all part of the growth. I've listened to some of my early stuff too and gone, really? That's where I was? Or are you like, yes? And I'm like, I wish I could go back.
Well, it differs, especially from song to song, because I write the majority of the music in my song, like all the arrangements and stuff, whereas my mom writes most of the lyrics in my songs. And I really love that dynamic that we have together. But when I do go back and listen to my old songs, it's really just the simplicity that really gets to me. Like, at one point, I really thought that, like, this was the best thing I could create when I was 13 or 14 or even 12. I go back and listen to songs like Gotta Get the Girl and More Than a Friend and All Along, and they're just very simple in nature, but they work. And that's really something I've been trying to get back into, because I really just have a tendency now to want to overcomplicate things. I'm starting to listen to more music and get more influences, and there's so many options now that I've heard, and so many things that I could try. And I really just, whenever I go back and listen to that stuff, I just think, man, it's so simple, but it works. It makes you move, and it really doesn't need to be anything more than what it is. So it's definitely a mixed bag, but I'm definitely happy with the songs that I've released.
I was gonna say you're
all those
liking
years.
that progression into the more of the rock.
Yeah, and of course I started off with pop, so it wasn't super like, hard hitting electric guitars and big drums like Believe It was. But it's still, it's the songs are all right, and they were a starting point. In order for there to be a glow up, you have to start somewhere. So
Now, are you gonna pull a Dave Grohl and record the entire album yourself, drums, bass, guitar, vocals, like the whole enchilada, and then and then bring in guys and be like, learn this, I wrote it.
well, with Believe It, that's actually what I did. I actually recorded like all the drums, bass, guitar, vocals, all of it myself. And that's what I had to do, and that's
Nice.
what I still have to do. I have to, and of course, the Rock Revolution, I teach them my parts, although sometimes I really don't even need to teach them. They're so freaking talented, they can just be like, yeah, I know. I
Isn't that
got
a
your
dream?
parts.
But isn't that a dream? Like you're going, I don't have to teach you anything. You wicked respect, because you're like, they listen to it and they go here. But do you ever just kind of go, wait, you know that one part right there? And,
Oh, yes.
and then you're like, wait, they're really good. I need to just be quiet.
Well, at a certain point, I kind of have to let them show a little bit of themselves in my parts, but
Oh, yeah.
I also want to teach them the parts that I wrote for the songs, that I really like intended for the songs to sound like. But also, these guys have incredible intuition, so I give them a little leeway as far as how they play my parts.
You seem like you'd be a fun boss to work for. I'm just saying, like, I could see your staff meetings being like, guys,
Guys,
what do you have?
I can be really, really fun and really lax, or I can be really, really picky. Like, especially if we're working on like a Beatles cover, I'm the hugest Beatles nerd you will ever meet in your life.
Nice.
And if we're playing, like, at one point we're playing Something by the Beatles, and of course it's got this incredible moving melodic bass line, and Patrick was playing it at the time. Patrick Smith, he was playing it, and there was all these little intricacies that it was missing, and I was like, Patrick, you got to do this little thing in the first verse, but not the second verse, because it's not the same, because it's always moving, and it's all so. I can be really, really picky, or I can be just like really lax, just like, just rock and roll, just do what you want,
But that is it. That is absolutely it. Is because you're a tribute band doing the Beatles stuff. Basically, you're paying tribute, and there were little nuances that made the song. And I've never sat down and just learned a bunch of Ringo stuff, and yet the simplicity of his playing. Yet he's a wicked talented drummer. Is still, I think, the driving force behind some of the greatest bands out there, because he inspired so many other drummers that did some of the greatest songs. Are simple. They're not. I mean, there are still the tools out there that are just phenomenal. And I don't mean that like they're tools, but the band tool.
The band tool, yes.
I'm going to hear it later for that one. But no, that are wicked talented, but just some of the most simplistic songs out there are the ones that the general public can just relate to. And they just want to shake their butt, and tap their foot and have a good time.
I mean, every time I listen to Come Together, it's got that really just cool, unique drum, groove that just moves around the kit. But once it gets in the verses, it's just floor tom, and that's it. And it makes you move.
It feels
and
good.
It feels so good, and it's all the song needs. And it's really just where that whole playing for the song, I think, really kind of got popular with the Beatles, because Ringo really just played for the song. And then, of course, someone like John Bonham would play for the song. He would play right along with Jimmy, but he'd play it so perfectly with Jimmy that he would match his kick drum to the Immigrant Song riff, or he'd, change time signatures for My Time of Dying, or he'd, do a Wanton song, or, do all this different stuff. It's really just about making the song as best as it can be.
But it was still playing to the music, which is, I think, dealing with a lot of original artists, sometimes they think they have to mash a bunch of crap in there to be avant-garde and different, and you don't. You just got to play a good groove for folks, and really, a good friend of mine, you know him, Chi,
Yes.
has reinforced something to me that I've learned over my 30 years of being a drummer, and that is to listen. And a lot of musicians, believe it or not, don't listen to what's going on up there. And I see you smiling. We've all been guilty. I've been guilty of it too. But that's just a phenomenal lesson, is just to listen.
Yeah, it's very important, because I mean, especially when you're starting out, you really have to focus on what you're doing and make sure that like that's the best it can be. But once you get to the point where it's just muscle memory and you know exactly what you can do and what you're capable of, then you listen to what the other people are doing, and then you feed off of that.
Bingo.
And you build the energy instead of trying to do your own thing.
See, that's a drummer talking. When you say muscle memory, it's like, yeah, we're all muscle memory. Are you kidding?
Yes.
Dude, and I've seen some videos of you playing, and I'm like, I didn't know at first that you started out as a drummer. And then I saw some, I was like, homeboy can throw down. Hold on, wait a second. He's pulling a Dave Grohl here. I love it. I love it. I think it's great. I have a bass, and I always dink around on it, but I never took it serious enough, just because I'm a goofball, man. I just like being a drummer.
Yeah. I mean, drums have always just been a blast. And I mean, a while ago, I really just, Patrick really not persuaded me, but really kind of pushed me to be, to show more of my drumming off, because at that point, like maybe 2 years ago, I was really just doing guitar stuff. I was a Rock Revolution. It was just like my deal. But Patrick was like, you're such a good drummer. You need to start using that and keeping your chops up, and also just kind of giving that to other people.
Yes, sir.
Because at some point you have to realize that the movement is not going to grow if it's just one band. Like if I'm the only person that I'm trying to promote and trying to get out there, then the movement really just isn't going to grow.
No.
So I've been giving my drumming to all these different incredible artists, like you know, my friend Trees Marie, another guy Paul Escalante, this guy named Rocco, and the Battle of Evermore, which shirt I'm wearing right now.
Nice.
I've just been trying to support all these other people by playing drums for them, and it's really just been an awesome feeling just to get to do that.
Dude, I love it. That is awesome. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. Now, with COVID, I got to ask, putting out your new songs, have you felt any difficulty, or has it been easier as far as getting it out there, marketing, because people are a little more focused, and so they're hungry for stuff? Yes, no?
Well, with people like looking at me now, I mean, especially like when I was starting, I was really just like trying to be like, anyone, please listen to this song. I just need you to listen to this song so that the next person can listen to it, you know?
Yeah.
But now that I've got such a wonderful group of people who are with me and following me, it's really just about making what I love now. And I've found people that also love what I love. And so now I can give what they love to them. And whatever I make, they're always just so supportive. And
that's awesome.
I'm really just grateful that it's not quite as difficult as it was before to kind of prove myself, especially being really, really young. I was just a kid rocker back in the day. But now I'm really kind of getting some, I don't know, some credibility as just an artist now. And I'm really glad that my audience is so supportive, and they're just so receptive to all these songs that I've been giving them.
It sounds cliche, because you got to cut your teeth somewhere, and music business is so cyclical. It's going to go up and down. And the rough moments are what make and harden your steel for when you get to those high moments, and you're going to be fine. I'm so excited to just continue to watch you explode. What I really want to know, and I want to sneak into your closet. Where do you get your wardrobe?
My wardrobe, my mom, my mom actually has like a degree in like fashion and merchandising. It's like, so I'm pretty lucky.
You had a pair of pants on in a video recently that I saw on Facebook, maybe a day or two ago, and I was watching them and I loved them, but they were laced down the side. And I'm like, and I'm studying them, going, I want some of those. And so I asked, do you know Josh from Go Ask Alice, the singer? They're the Alice in Chains tribute.
I don't think.
Okay, he is a seamstress, and I'm like, dude, can you take some of my stretchy pants and like put eyelets in him and lace? He's like, dude, that's easy. I'm like, oh no, I want you to look at the video of Griffin. Because I'm like, dude, where does he get those? Those are awesome. But they were flared at the bottom. They were kind of bell bottoms, and I'm punk rock, man. I'm like straight leg all the way. But I loved them. I was like, hell, that kid's got. I want your closet. Like, I just want to sneak in there and look.
Yeah, it's crazy when you look in there.
Do you find yourself wearing stage clothes out in like the real world? You're like, okay, it just becomes just kind of who you are.
I can be pretty boring outside of the stage, just the way I dress. It's just like, man, it's just blue jeans and whatever t-shirt I managed to pick out. It's usually just the band. It can be pretty boring, but once I get on stage, it's like, okay, what's the craziest thing I can get?
Yeah, you know what? I know you guys, some of y'all are gonna be like, really, Rick? I'm like a little kid. I'm like, oh, we get to, it's like Halloween, it's dress up. What do I want to wear? You're laughing, but I mean, we're going to get up there and play anyhow. It's like, what kind of rock star outfit can I put together to get on stage?
Fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love shopping for stuff. And of course, I'm like, I'm punk rock. So I'm like, how many different punk belts do I have that I can wear? And
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. Now I mention of it that, I don't know if it was before we started or you guys can correct me later, about I met you at Drumathon and and I don't know, was Miss Cleo, who we all love and who's now, I think she's in Nashville or LA. Was she sitting in with y'all? Was she part of the band? Were you guys backing her? How was that? Because you guys were phenomenal. That's when I was like, holy cow, I like this guy.
She was sitting in with the band. That was actually just after Left Past Blue had parted ways, and she really just wanted. I played with them at their last show playing drums, and she really just wanted just somewhere just so she could play, so she could sing and just kind of do her thing while she was like in that transition period of trying to figure out what she wanted to do. And it was really just fun just to get to have her for a couple of shows. We only did like 2 shows with her, but it was really fun just to kind of do some different stuff. Like we did Heartbreaker by oh my gosh, Pat Benatar. We did Heartbreaker by Pat Benatar. We did like Barracuda by Har. We did some really, really cool stuff that wouldn't have been able to do otherwise, and it was really cool just to try that out.
Now, do you still keep up with all the folks over at Drumathon?
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, I do try to.
Good. And I try to. I'm involved somewhat, but I don't know everybody, like all the contact. I will tell you, this year I think it's going to be back live. I hope I know your schedule is going to be crazy. I hope you get to come out and hang out for a little while because
that would be awesome.
I just want to see you get on stage again and maybe drum battle one of them. Just saying.
No, I would love to. I know for this past Drumathon, we all had to do it like at home, and I was very fortunate that April invited me to do the national anthem, which was awesome. Really, really fun. But yeah, I mean, I'd love to come back out and do some Drumathon and do some drumming for y'all.
All I'm gonna say is if you do make it out there, and I know how busy your schedule is, don't be surprised if I'm like, I'll pay to see Griffin get up there and play and put you on the spot. And yes, there's a couple, we're very blessed that we get to become friends with some of these folks, the celebrities. Absolutely. And there's a couple, it's like, there's a couple of them, I can't say coming back or not coming back, that I will, again, probably jump up there and jam out with, because it's a drum thing, man. It's goofy. Yeah. I got to play with, my first year I played with Sandy Gennaro, who was, Monkeys, Cyndi Lauper. And there was a brief, and of course, at the time I was in Sedated, this Ramones tribute. And it was weird getting up there and just rocking faster beats with this guy. And afterwards I was like, oh my Lord. Like, did I really just try to make him do punk rock?
I just did that.
It was, that was a blast.
Oh my gosh.
Now with everything that you have going on, I know that you're fortunate to get to travel a fair bit. Have you been out on the West Coast much?
No, I haven't really been on the coast much, but I actually did just get to go visit this place called Hochatown. It's in Oklahoma, and I actually got to go play with my Zeppelin tribute for one last time, and it was really cool just to go up there. It's like this place you drive like for in the middle of nowhere for so long, but you get to this little town. It's called Hochatown. It's really just fun to get to go up there, but I haven't really been up on the coast much recently.
Okay, nice. So basically, you're ready for this to, like, this year, this summer, hopefully get out of town and go mingle with the world.
I'd love to. I love just playing out here, but I mean, just playing out anywhere I can, here in the country, outside the country. I mean, and it's
Nice.
just the dream just to go anywhere and share what I've been given, just to do that.
Now you graduated last year, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So I have to ask for an old guy. I don't remember my first summer after high school. I don't remember it. I'm sorry. I killed those brain cells. And I went out and had a blast. Have you just kept that busy that it's been kind of a blur?
I mean, yes, it's really just been because all this stuff hit right after my last spring break.
Okay.
It was March, and it was pretty much just like
Yeah.
I didn't go to school for my whole last quarter of senior year, and it
Wow.
was really it was really sad. But I did get to graduate at Dr. Pepper Ballpark, which is I think the Rangers Stadium, if I'm not mistaken. Not much of a sports guy, but
Yeah, I'm
I
not
did get
either.
to graduate there, and that was really cool. But ever since then, I mean, I've always been busy. Even before I graduated, I've been
Yeah.
busy just trying to maintain a good music and school balance.
Yeah.
And now, since school is kind of just like it's done now, I've just tried to do so much more music now that I'm out of school, and I've really just tried to do as much as I can, like even like playing more acoustic shows, joining
Nice.
more bands, and just playing as much as I can, doing more studio work, and just trying to do as much as I can.
That's awesome. So basically, it is finally you're living the dream that everyone talks about. Like, I'm a full-time musician.
Yeah. No, seriously, that's
Oh,
the
I love
dream. I
it.
mean, I have a lot of friends who really just they want to be able to do the full-time thing, and it's very hard when because I started playing music and I started putting myself out there when I was 8. So I've had 11 years to kind of build a name and kind of build a reputation around my area just so I can kind of sustain myself and always have somewhere to go play. And a lot of my friends, they do have to work jobs, but they're really just so talented and they deserve to be full-time musicians.
But it also takes a commitment and a leap of faith because it is scary going,
Yes.
I'm going to do this full time. And dive out there again, kudos, dude. You're doing it now. Do it.
Yeah.
All the way. And I will tell you, throughout your career, if there's a little old me, if there's anything I can ever do, please reach out, call me. You know, I'll gladly help promote you. If you need a drum tech, just say
Yes.
I know.
No, that would be
Oh, my-
awesome. Thank you.
Oh, dude, I would love to, especially as things progress. If you come back to town, you're like, hey, I would be tickled to have you on the show. We could do video, we could do in person. I would love to because I know you have a lot going on, and I'm definitely I'm pulling for you. I want to see you go like all the way. You know, and if you do, great. If you don't, at least you could say, you know what, I gave it a shot.
Yes.
No regrets at all. So
Absolutely.
if you ever do the Beatles thing again, I don't know if you're still dabbling at all, but if you do the Beatles thing, you got to let me know, man. I'll come out for a night just to see you rock out some Beatles on the drums.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I'm always trying to play Beatles wherever I can, even with any band. Like I was actually in this band called Supernova Remnant, and we were just
Yes.
like it's just super like it's a Christian band, but it's super just like almost metal band.
Yes.
And even when we got in there, Robbie, the lead singer, was like, "Do you know the beat to Tomorrow Never Knows?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Robbie's
And I
a
just
great
started
guy.
playing it on drums, and I was just like, "Man, it's just good music," and I just play it whenever I can.
I missed that. I didn't realize that you had played with Robbie. I didn't realize you were in Supernova.
Yeah, we played one show out at the Oasis in Midlothian, and
Okay.
we played out there. But it's really just been kind of, especially like with all the stuff that just hit. I joined right in the middle of all, like right in the start of all this pandemic stuff.
Yeah.
So it was very slow,
Yeah.
just getting started back up. And Robbie usually is used to playing in these big venues that are like like Trees and the Bomb Factory and Canton Hall, but all of them were closed when all this stuff hit. So really had to wait a while before we could gig, but I was fortunate enough to go cut some stuff with him in the studio.
Nice.
So
That
that's
would
be
be
coming
fun.
out pretty soon, and that was really fun, and I'm really looking forward to
I'll
that
be
coming
looking
out.
for that. In fact, I got to reach out to Robbie and say, hey, come on the show. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
him. It's funny every time I haven't been in Guitar Center in forever, but he would always be up there tuning somebody's guitar. He was always just so nice. Always stop to say,
Mhm.
chat with me for a few. I like Robbie. So I'm glad you
Absolutely.
got to do that. That's awesome. That is
Yeah.
awesome. Anything else big coming up that you want to talk about? Or are you're like, dude, I am mom, family, everybody's good?
Everybody's good in the family.
Good.
As
Good.
far as doing music stuff, it's not quite as concrete as it was like right before Getaway was released. It was always just like, okay, Gypsy Woman's coming out and Getaway's coming out, and those are the big singles, and I'm so ready for these to be out. I'm so ready for everyone to just be able to listen to them. But right now it's all very just flexible right now. I mean, the Rock Revolution is always writing. We're trying to get in the studio and record. An album is the eventual goal. I'm not sure when it would be coming out, but we've been playing a lot of very new songs, unreleased songs at our shows.
Nice.
Just trying to really work them out and make them the best that they can be before we really put them down on a recording. So we're really just basically doing what we've been doing up to now, just at a bigger degree, just because
Nice.
we've just been trying to get our dynamic down, especially with this band this lineup being really new, and we're really just trying to be the best that we can be.
I will tell you the same thing I told Norman at Strangers Angels or the guys in Blackout, and I do love original bands. And I'm going to tell you, thank you for being one of the originals that actually came on the show, because I've had a lot of tributes, a lot of cover bands, but originals are always reluctant. And you know how hard it is to promote your music. So when an original artist comes on, I'm always like, thank you so much. Would you come back and do this again?
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
My doors will be open. If I can ever, when you're in town, you're coming through town as things grow for you, if we can help promote locally, or you just want to promote, hey, we got a new project, we got a new song, whatever it is, please reach out. I would love to have you on, and maybe not even do a video, but like, let's get together and sit on a couple stools in an actual like live setting.
Absolutely. I mean, you're just so fun. I mean, doing these interviews with you, or you're just fun to talk to. So even for just getting to talk to you, I would love to come back.
I will tell you, and I tell everybody, I'm a musician too, though. So I'm not just a guy who's a music fan, which I am a music fan, but I am a musician too. So I know what it's like, because I'm out there. Even though we're recording this, guys, we will have already recorded this. If you didn't know the magic of Hollywood, this isn't really live. Sorry. Yeah. I actually, tonight, after I've got a few interviews, I actually have a gig tonight. So I still got old drummer boy's got to still go earn his keep. So again, being an entertainer, I do believe in live local music, be it originals, covers, tributes. I'm always like, please let me help promote. So please, my door will always be open to you. Hit
Absolutely.
me up. And maybe someday I can talk you into let me come to a show and announce you guys.
Okay.
You're like, please, Rick, we're putting you, do not let him enter the club. Oh, my Lord. Thank you, Griffin, for coming on and being my guest, man. Really,
absolutely.
I am so excited for you. Me. You will always be welcome here. I will bug you in the future, and hopefully I would love to catch one. Once you get out of town, I'd love to come somewhere else and catch you out on the road somewhere, just to see you rock a different crowd other than the hometown. That's always a blast. So thank you again for being my guest. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Rick.
You are always welcome. And thank you all for tuning in again. Yes, I got the call that now your therapists are sending me like voice messages. I can ignore those too. Just saying, if you still got to see a therapist, I'm doing my job well. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new to the show, you can definitely catch us on Facebook. If you would, please go like us and ask your friends to like us. If you're in a local band, please post your stuff there. We're all about helping promote. If you're a fan, love for you to find some new artists that maybe you just didn't know about. Get off your backside, go out, support live local music. I don't care what town you're in. For those of you that are watching us from Europe, from South America, from Australia, New Zealand, or over the US, go check out your local venues. Yes, here in Dallas, Texas, we are rocking it. But I know some of you that are all over the place, you haven't quite opened up. When they do, go see some live local music. You've got musicians that are wicked talented that are starving to entertain you. So get out there and go check them out. Let us know. We'd love to hear about it. You can catch us. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on Spotify. We have an Instagram and Twitter account, which I'm really bad about posting stuff to. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. And we also have a Roku channel and an Amazon Fire channel. So you should be able to find us even when you're on the road traveling. It's all goodness. Please, everyone, stay safe. Griffin, you and the family stay safe, and I look forward to seeing more from you in the near future.
Yeah, rock on.
Everyone, I'm Rick. This has been Griffin. You're watching In the Pit, and we will see you somewhere in the pit. Dude, that was a fun interview. Thank you.
Yeah.
A million times. Thank you for coming on.
Absolutely.
I am truly, and I'm dying to be able to have you back on when we can talk about what you're doing big time. I think you're gonna shock the socks off some of your fans locally that are like, oh, but that's the natural progression. And yeah, again, I tried to make sure I tiptoed away from it enough.
Right.
But it's really, that's why we do all this, for the opportunities. And I was actually talking with Mike Bailey, and I he was in a cover band before Bret Michaels picked him up.
Oh,
That could have, I don't know if you knew that. He was in a cover band, and he was like, honestly, you could be, you could, with everybody, you could be out on the road playing again full time. Do I want to? No, I like my pillow. And,
right.
But I mean, touring is truly a young man's. Trust me, your body can take it. You get old like me, and yes, I can pound out the drums for 2 hours, but my lower back is like, different.
Yeah. No, seriously. Like I feel that, like, even when I first, because I had stopped playing drums, like, consistently for a while before I had joined like these bands, and I got back up there and I played for like 2 hours, and I got off the stage and I was just, my fingers were sore, and like my shoulders were sore. My neck was sore. I was just like, man, I'm getting
how
old.
much work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brother, I'm going to tell you, it gets worse every year. Like right now, the next couple of years, you're still in your prime. You hit your mid-20s, you're going to start being like, wait.
There's a muscle there.
I am excited to hear some of your stories of being on the road. I mean, I am definitely excited for you. That's all I can say, because I've been there. I know what you're going through and what you're about to go through. And dude, you're like, and even if in public, you're as calm, cool, and collective as you are, privately, if you don't go, somebody should smack you. Because that's what we're for. Those are the achievements. Those are those moments where you're like, oh, hell yeah, it came to fruition. I remember, I remember the first movie soundtrack I got on, or when we had a song on the Olsen Twins movie, Our Lips Are Sealed. I was like, oh, dude, I got a song on movie, and then I got a song on a couple episodes of Felicity, and I was like, yes,
gosh,
Parenthood, Vampire Diaries. Like every time you get one of those little things, you're just like, oh
yeah.
Even though it's a little feather, a little step, you're still like.
It's still, yeah, it's all in the right direction,
Yeah. So that's why I'm excited for you, because I already know what's in store, and I will be watching and living a little bit vicariously through you. So please keep us posted, my friend.
Hey, and
definitely will.
Griffin, your mom, did I turn my mic off again? No, you guys can hear me, right?
Yes.
Rick is.
Damn, Griffin, you should have played along.
Because that's why I asked Griffin. Yeah, it's too late. No,
damn.
But your mom, when I talked to her, I think it was actually earlier this week or the week before last, at the end of the week, whatever. We know none of the stuff you're doing now we won't tell anybody. None of this back end stuff, the talking. Nobody ever sees this except me. So nobody knows about anything that you're doing until you guys announce it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's one of the things about with us that we will tell you is we do hear a lot. And a lot of folks know that we're not going to breathe a word. It's funny, even Eric with Eldinas with Billy Idol, there were things we talked about. I'm like, not a word. It's not our place. I mean, I promise you, anything you said here or knowledge, until you break it, we're a crypt, man. You guys
you are destined for superstardom. That's my opinion. And my opinion is the only thing that counts on this show.
Got it.
Huh?
What? No, but you are destined for superstar because
thank you.
You've already had that touring experience with Zendaya, right?
Zendaya.
Yeah, yes. I always forget her. And she's like way out of whack now, as far as just up there. I mean,
she's definitely not doing. Yeah, she's definitely not doing the music thing anymore.
Yeah, for right now, no. When you're in the Marvel universe and everything else, and doing the movies and stuff. So, but that's that's the fun thing, I think, for your age group and those people that are evolving into this new world of entertainment. You're going to pick up some people. Is that somebody you halfway talk to or keep in contact with, or she'd say, "Hey, Griffin, I remember you," type stuff, or did she?
No, I mean, I never really like stayed really in contact with anybody from that whole Zendaya
Right,
group
just kind of
after.
did it, got the experience.
Yeah.
Look at you now. So hey, this is a wonderful thing. Well, hey, I'm making sure we kind of stay on time, and I know
Yep.
you go get some. Do you drink coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
How do you
Don't.
wake up?
He's young.
Good question.
Stop. He's young.
I keep the windows open, and that's
Okay.
kind of all I got.
Okay.
Oh, Griffin, I will say it a million times. Thank you so much. You were
Oh my
such a delight
gosh,
to chat
this
with.
was
I can't
this
wait
was
to
so
do it again.
fun, and I sincerely mean that. There are a lot of interviews where it's just like, okay, question one, what are your biggest influences?
Okay, and I try not to do that.
Okay,
I
that's
actually,
great. Okay.
Griffin, the reason I started this is I want to have real, like, I just want to chat and talk
Seriously.
about. We could have talked about like picking boogers and watching squirrels, and I would have been entertained. Well, we can't do that anyhow. See, Mr. Rose, he's like, oh my god, really, Rick?
Okay.
I've seen so many interviews over the years that it seems like they all go, "What's the best guitar solo of all time?" I don't really care. I've got an opinion too, but I mean, I want to know about things, but I also kind of want to just see where the conversation goes. I have a couple things I wanted to ask you, and then it's like, let's let it go, and that's more fun to me than just being
absolutely.
So
just having a conversation. Yeah, it was
you
really
learn more
fun.
about people, and it's not just me asking you questions; it is sharing about myself, and that's how you actually get to know people.
Yes,
both ways, and it's I see you in public, and it's like, oh yeah, it's Rick. I know him. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
For me, it's it's Griffin. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
So I will let you go. Thank you so much, sir. And I think this is going to air this week. Is it this week?
Yes, on Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Awesome.
And like I said, anything in the future, if you need something from us, like, hey, I need a little help promoting, hit us up. We got you.
All right. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you.
Oh, one thing I meant to ask: when are you going to be at the House of Blues?
House of Blues is tomorrow.
Okay, that's when it was. Okay,
it's a free show. All you have to do is just get in there. Whenever you get in there, just mention that you're there to see Griffin Tucker.
Whoa. Are you part of the opening for Back in Black? Wait, I'm going to be there because Metal Shop and Cherry Bomb. I didn't know you were on the bill. Hold on.
I think I'm in the foundation room. I'm pretty much like I'm a pre-party.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to be there tomorrow. I'm definitely coming. I'll come up and give you a hug. I'll definitely come see you because if I had known that, we would have recorded this at House of Blues because I'm actually trying to get. Well, so Basket Cases, we're getting to open for Back in Black next week at Fat Daddy's, and I'm like, my Green Day tribute actually gets to open for Back in Black. I'm stoked. Mm-hmm. So I'm going out to hang out with the guys, and I want to try to catch an interview outside of all this. If I had known you were going to be the man, I would have put this off a day. We would have done it tomorrow, but that's okay.
It's all good.
I will probably get a quick spot with you though. Just hey, what's up? Look who I found. Just something quick on video.
Cool.
Are you game for that?
Nice. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Tell your mom we said hi.
Definitely will. Thank y'all so much.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
All right, we're clear.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at my notes. I made notes when I was talking to his mother, who is a really nice person. I mean, she's a really nice person. And I thought he was going to be there this weekend, so that will work out great.
Yeah, I'm looking for. What time is it?
It is right at 12:54. That's why I was trying to.
Yeah, he'll be popping in a minute.
There's the celebrity. It's Joel. You like that intro?
Wait, how come I don't get intros like that? Like, how come there's like, and now it's Rick? No, it's like, okay, here's Rick.
I do that.
What's going on, guys?
How are you? Did we wake you up?
No. I've been up for a while.
Okay, why are you wiping eye boogers out? Hold on.
I've been sleeping. I'm at my drummer's house, and I'm watching his dogs for him while he's out of town. And I
saw him. There he went.
Yeah, Apollo.
Noah. Do you have Zeus too?
No. We have Wiener.
Oh,
Wiener right here. Yeah, they don't let me sleep, so I've been here for like a week.
If you've been a week without sleep, we got other things we got to talk about.
We got the show for you.
Oh my God. You know what? Thank you so much. I'm sorry because I just, with all my personal crap going on, you and I talked about it. I'm like, yeah, you got to come on the show.
Yeah.
And I keep dropping the ball. And that's why I message you. I'm like, please.
I don't know if it's dropping the ball. We just didn't do it.
Dropping the ball. Let's keep things honest here, okay? We'll tell plenty of lies later.
Okay.
Dropping the ball.
Okay.
Okay. Dude, I'm so excited that we get to do this again. Let's talk about, is there anything you want to promote other than obviously Reflective Soul? But I mean, anything going on?
God, I don't know. I've been doing some YouTube videos with my old bass player, and they're on his bass channel. It's called The Bass Noodle.
Oh, we could talk about that then for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. It was like a COVID thing. So like he recorded stuff at his house, and I recorded stuff at my house, and then we smushed it together.
Why don't you share some of it to our to one of my pages? Let some of the local folks see it that maybe aren't getting a view.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, dude,
that's what it's there for. Is this original stuff?
No, it's covers.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
That's okay.
But it's like covers of bands you've never heard of before.
Still okay.
Yeah, still okay.
Hey, by the way, Mr. Rose, did you see what I found?
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Oh, you brought that back?
No. I had a couple when I was in St. Thomas. I forgot how much I love them. So then I went to Tom Thumb and found 4-packs of it. And I'm like, I haven't had cream soda in forever. This is my first one. I'm addicted to cream soda.
Like $8 for a 4-pack.
Oh my God.
What's the sugar content on that? Because you don't need anything with high sugar.
I don't know, but it says it's made with sugar cane.
Yeah.
Real cane sugar.
Yeah.
But they've been doing it since 1919. So it's got to be safe, right?
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's safe.
At this point, I'd like to open up the cages and let all the squirrels out.
Yeah, okay. I am going to back out. Joel, I think we did a drop with you.
Unless he wants to do another one.
And so
Joel, could I get you to do a new drop? I want you to know, this is going to be the second episode of In the Pit with Rick. We have officially changed the name of the show from Concert to Connection to In the Pit with Rick. Still the same show, still going to be the same format, but it's what I intended the show, or we intended the show to be from day one, was In the Pit with Rick. And so if you would, I just want you go, hey, this is Joel, and you're watching In the Pit with Rick. Really simple. You're watching In the Pit with Rick. What?
But
why are you laughing?
Do it better than he just did it, okay?
Hey, okay, you know what, Mr. Rose? If you want to prep the guests, then you go ahead and prep the guests and tell them what to say.
You want like stripper voice?
Hey,
whoa. Yeah, you got a stripper
MJ. I mean, DJ.
You're watching In the Pit with Rick.
Oh,
yeah, let's go with stripper DJ voice. I like that. Hold on. Let me get
my God, Joel, if you do that one, that'll be a classic.
Okay, here we go. Let me back us out. Our audio is gone.
Hey, this is Joel, and you're watching In the Pit with Rick. In the Pit with Rick.
Oh my God.
Does that work? What? Are you want another
one? Who you're with too?
Yeah, wait a second. Mr. Rose, if you're going to do that, can you leave the after video where he's looking down and like?
I'm keeping all this. You know, I'm keeping it all, and so it'll make the bloopers because this.
Oh my God, that was greatness. Are you drinking Topo Chico?
I am drinking Topo Chico.
I love Topo Chico.
The last time we did this, I was drinking Monster. I
know.
Too late for that.
I was too.
Okay. Give it to me one more time, but give me the band name, etc. And we're going to do that, and then you're going to, because now everything is In the Pit with Rick. So you're going to say you're watching In the Pit with Rick, and then after that, you're going to be saying you're listening to the In the Pit with Rick podcast. I love that dog.
Wait, where is he? Come back! Come back!
Get him
to jump up. Zeus, Apollo.
No, this is Wiener.
Oh, Wiener.
Wiener, come here. Come here.
Wiener. Oh, puppy love. Is he Doberman?
Yes, they're both Dobermans.
Oh, beautiful.
Whoa.
All right. So wait a
Was that
second.
the dog or was that you?
That's-
Wait,
the
hold
dog-
on.
The dogs have gas.
I love that sound effect. Okay, here we go.
I love
right.
how he blames it on the
So
dog.
it's a, hey, this
God damn, Renoa.
is-
Can we get some spray up in here?
yeah, whatever. Hey, it's K Rose, and you're watching In the Pit with Rick. And then, hey, it's K Rose with Jotty Yaddy Yaddy Yaddy, and you are listening to the In the Pit with Rick podcast.
I didn't
Okay.
know you were in a band.
K Rose. You ready? Hey, this is Joel Clark with Reflective Soul, and you're watching In the Pit with Rick. Hey, this is Joel Clark from Reflective Soul, and you're listening to the In the Pit with Rick podcast.
That's a rapper.
I saw the smile on your face after you did the first one. Like, oh my God,
All right,
Joe.
Richter 102
Ish.
ish. Okay, and I'll
So-
be listening this time, so I'll post you the right.
Yeah, pay attention this time. So the live meter. Wait, are you mocking me?
I'm laughing at myself for fucking it up the last time.
No, I was asking Joel if he was mocking me because I'm wearing my big spectacles. Like
No.
I had to
use my
get
blue light
readers.
blockers. I turn them on. Like I'll put them on.
I
up
actually
on-
had to get readers, and so when I picked them out, I'm like, I went with that Buddy Holly look, like the big.
It's like way too big for your face. The size of your head is just.
I think that's so funny. Oh, my man.
Wait, where are my other ones?
No, that was just mean. Now I'm feeling insecure here. I'm like,
No. I mean, they look good. They look good. Look good. Oh, look, dogs in the fucking kennel.
Now that is hideous. But
anyhow,
you know,
so you can ignore the live thing. It's live, but it's a closed loop where. What are you doing?
There's the dog right there.
Oh, oh, like.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm going backwards. And,
he looks like Batman back there. His ears like that.
Hey, Mr. Rose, look who made the picture this time.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm kind of
Monkey and pineapple.
Feeling. Okay.
Okay. So you can ignore that. Nobody's seeing this but the three of us, and then he'll go back and edit later. Thank you for doing the job. I appreciate it. So we'll talk a little bit about a reflective soul, a little bit about COVID. Anything else you want to chat about? Otherwise, that's like a minute and a half. And
I'm sure that we will find a way to stretch that out.
you're like, thanks, Dick.
Sure. Hey, please don't do that. This is important.
No, the dogs can bark. Who cares? Johnny Kelly from Danzig, Typo Negative, when he was on the show, he kept getting up with his phone, going to the fridge to get another Corona. I was like, dude, we're in the middle of it. Awesome. Homie's like, yeah, I need another beer. Just gonna
I might go get some M&Ms here in a minute.
like come with me as we explore. Like, what's in that refrigerator? What's behind that Chinese food?
Doing like an episode of Cribs.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I'll do my little thing, and then we'll dive into this.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
Ha ha. You ready, Mr. Rose? I hope so, because here we go. Hello, rock stars. Welcome to In the Pit, and I'm your host, Rick. And this week, for our enjoyment, we have Mr. Joel from Reflective Soul. How are you?
What's going on, man? How have you been?
You know what? I've been doing great. It's funny with COVID, and we're coming out of COVID, and people are getting their shots. Some people aren't. But the bars are open up. We're playing shows. I'm loving it. I mean, I never really stopped, and I don't think you did either. I think you kept going.
No, yeah, it worked the whole time. Yeah, found ways around it and worked. Either whether it was streaming shows or just something on the internet, just putting something out, just make sure that like constantly you had material coming out.
Yeah, you absolutely. And I will tell you, because we saw each other, 3-4 weeks ago, maybe a little bit longer. You guys played a show over at the Granada.
Yes, we did. I remember that.
I was excited, because we got to come. Seriously, because I hadn't been to the Granada in forever, and I didn't even realize they were doing shows again. And you seemed a little surprised at first. You're like, oh my God. Like, because honestly, we hadn't seen each other in like a bunch of minutes.
A lot, multiple minutes. Yes.
Yeah. And I didn't really say anything to anybody. I was
No,
out.
yeah,
It was
you just kind of surprised us. It was very cool to see you, man.
For me, it was because I hadn't been to any shows. That was my first time back at the Granada, and I will tell you, it was weird.
Was it?
Yeah, because of the tables, the social distancing, like
that part's weird.
And I'm so used to, like, in the middle, everybody just stands and you hoard together with your friends down in the pit, which is, I happen to like the pit there, by the way.
With Rick.
Everybody should know the story by now. That's when I was a kid going to concerts. The cheap tickets were the pit tickets, general admission. Yeah, that's all we could afford.
Yeah.
And so we always went. We were like, "Hey, I'll meet you at the show. Where are you going to be?" In the pit. So we just were always in the pit at concerts. Plus, we were poor, and we were like beating up other kids to take their money for concert tickets. So I just love going to shows. So that was always it. And what's funny now is the pit tickets are the most expensive ones. Yeah. And the seats are the cheap ones. And it's like, whoever came up with that idea sucks, because I just want to be honest. I like the cheap pit tickets.
Yeah, they were great. They were great. That's where we always sit when, like, we would go to shows at Reunion Arena.
Nobody sits in the pit. You stand.
Yeah.
That's how you crowd surf, because you're in the pit.
You got some crowd surfing stories.
I might have been dropped on my head a couple times.
Yeah. I might have taken out half the audience at a Static X show one time.
Did you really?
Yeah, I jumped and no one was looking, and just just
wait, where did you jump from?
I was at Deep Ellum Live, and there was banisters that went down the middle of the venue, and then the pit was down there, and I stood up on the banisters where the bars were and just jumped, and just half of the audience just
and thank you for breaking my fall.
Yeah. I just felt people crumbling underneath me.
Oh my Lord. So, somebody's going to watch that and be like, dude, I remember that guy. You're the guy.
You're the guy from that Static X show.
I still got neck issues. As you joke on your toe.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. And are you allowed to even crowd surf anymore, or have they banned that in like all 50 states?
I don't know. They might, what is
what?
There's something if you crowd surf. Are we canceling crowd surfing now?
All I know is I want to crowd surf, but I want to get one of those sumo suits.
That would be pretty cool,
dude. Those are the big blow up.
Yeah.
Except for those are cool with the Velcro, and I want to do one with the Velcro again. It's been a while since I've done it, but I want to.
When they stick together?
Yeah, where you jump on the wall and you.
Yeah.
See, I want to do that's the kind of crap that I do, but I want to wear one of those blow up bubble suits or whatever, and then jump on the crowd and let everybody like push me around.
Yeah, that'd be a lot safer than what I did. Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you jump and you're like, "Here I come," and everybody's like, and wham! You hit the concrete. You're like,
yeah. I just remember standing up and like, all the mud on the bottom from like people spilling beer and like having dirt on their shoes, just all down my face.
Oh, God, that would have been a great selfie. I'm just saying.
I don't think we had cell phones back then. This was like 97.
You're like, hold on, let me wind the camera real quick.
Yeah. Gonna take this to X.
The selfie back there. Oh my God, do you remember the cameras that when you pushed them, it had the picture that I don't even know what it's called, but it had the picture that came out.
Yeah, the Polaroid.
Yeah, to take it. Polaroid. Thank you.
Yeah,
I never had one. I had to live vicariously through my friend. Really?
Yeah, it's like the first like porno thing you all did, right? Like
I wasn't. Yeah, see, that's why I wasn't allowed to have one, because they're like, "What are you taking pictures of?" Nothing. Huh? What? That's why I'm in trouble all the time, because I'm the little kid that you don't leave alone unattended and unsupervised.
I feel like we still shouldn't leave you alone.
Okay, so it's funny that you make that comment, because I went. This has maybe been a month now, but I went out without Amy, and of course, everyone. And now it's a joke, like, okay, who's babysitting Rick? So I go out. I happen to be at the Maverick, and I don't even remember who I saw that. Maybe it was Sunset Strip. I was out, and I might have had a few cocktails, and finally, all my bandmates. Miss Yvette comes up and I'm talking to her husband, puts her hands in my pockets, takes my keys. And she's like, "You're not driving home. Dom is." And so Dom drove me home and they followed me. And I'm like, thank you, but why? And it's like, because Amy's not here. Somebody had to babysit you. I'm like, really?
Yeah. Because last time we talked, you said that Amy is like, she manages your time with people. Like if
she manages me. Like anybody who knows, like if I'm like a gremlin, but a reverse gremlin. Like if you don't feed me before midnight, I'm liable to like bite your face off. So when I have shows, she's like, "Are you hungry?" Yes, I'm hungry now. Like, feed me.
2 meals before I got on here with you.
Oh my God. And so, yeah, she's like the one, like, she knows I'm such a moody little princess. Like, give him water, give him food, get him an alcoholic beverage of sorts, and just stay the hell out of his way. You laugh, Joel. I'm a nightmare. And I don't mean to be, but I have ADD. I see squirrels and
everyone knows. It's just not news, Rick.
Thank you for reaffirming. You could have lied to me, Joel, and just been like,
"Oh, really?
No,
I didn't notice
that. No, you're not that bad."
No.
So I think I need to talk to your bandmates. I think they need to give you more crap than they're giving you, because you're just
They already give me a ton of shit.
Do they really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Why? You're like the nicest guy. Why?
I am. I think that's why they give me shit, is because I can take it. And it's like,
I think next time they do, you need to have a meltdown. Like, guys, you don't have to pick on me. I have a heart.
So I have lead singer syndrome.
Oh, there's a topic. You want to talk about lead singer syndrome? Because I mean, you're packed ready for your next gig. You got your hanky and your mic stand, right?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh my God! So anybody who's seen a reflective soul, you gonna get there?
Reflective soul.
They know that you guys do a pretty good job. You do wear a head garment.
You guys are all right.
Wait, are we not? Wait, were we not supposed to talk about that?
Are you not in the trust tree?
No. Wait, I thought you were going to wear it today, honestly.
I'm not at home. I'm at my drummer's house.
I thought you were going to bring it with you.
Oh my God.
I thought you always had it with you. Like, wait a second.
Wait.
I got to ask, do you die with that thing on?
Oh my God, dude. It's so hot. I took it off.
Wait. Is it like, ooh, that's so hot? Or is it like, no. That's so hot?
Have you not seen me at the ground? Like my shirt was just almost transparent.
I know, and the girls were like, oh, he's so hot.
Yeah, he was. He was very hot.
Yeah, but I don't think they meant it like you were sweaty hot. They were like, ooh.
Yeah.
You're like, thanks, Rick. I'm scarred.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, that thing is like, holy cow.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever had it come off at a show?
Yes. Yeah, we were playing the Sounds of Louisville. It was Matchbox 20 was opening, and then we were playing. And I think like Darren told me there's like the people count was like 947 or something. So like 947 people were watching us play, and I do the bend that I do when I do Shine. Oh, she's right there. Hey, Wiener.
She's looking over here.
It's almost scary. Hey, Wiener.
Hi, Wiener. 947.
This is
losing control.
This is Wiener the dog.
Oh my God!
We're not talking to our wieners. This is Wiener.
Whoa! We're going down that road. Hold on.
It's a little early in the conversation. So there's like 1,000 people, and when we do Shine, I do exactly like Ed Roland does. He does his back bend, and then when I stood up and I flipped my head back, the wig. It was so hot. It was like the middle of June. I was sweating, just like pouring, and the wig just went.
Oh
and
my
like
God.
the whole crowd was like, and what's really kind of screwed up is that the city of Louisville recorded that like certain songs, and they put it on their YouTube channel. They put Shine when the wig is like flying off, and I was like, that's the song you chose.
So you're saying I can go find it?
You can find it, yeah. In fact, I might have the picture of it. I can send it to you. It's hilarious.
Oh my God, that is
He was
classic.
standing on stage, just holding it like.
Did you miss a beat?
No, I put it right back on, and we just kept going. And people were like yelling in the audience, like, "Leave it off! Leave it off!" Well, we got to have continuity now. Like we got like.
Would have been great if you put it on backwards or sideways or something.
It's been backwards before the show, because I sweat a lot. Like I'm a heavy sweater. Like when
Me too.
Yeah. And so the band has fans that sit on the front of the stage. Hi, Wiener. And the band.
This is the Wiener Show.
This has now become the Wiener Show. No one wants to see you.
Take a look at my wiener.
Yeah. Why is it brown?
Oh.
We have these fans that sit on the front of the stage, and they kept blowing. They were blowing so much that they actually turned the wig. And I kept like going to our bass player Mike, and I was like, during the set, I was like, "Does this look right?" Like in between, something's wrong. And the wig had turned around backwards, and I couldn't.
I would have so been like, "Dude, it's perfect."
I'm pretty sure that's what he was saying. No, it looks great.
See, that's when you know you've got good friends. When you are in your worst moment and they lie to you and they're like, "You look wonderful."
I'm like, "Is this right?" I can't.
Heck yeah. And see, yeah, if I was your drummer, you'd hate me because you'd be like, "You let me go through a whole show like that?" I'm like, "Dude, I laughed the whole time." I promise you. If you fall down, and I expect y'all to do, if I fall down, if I do something stupid, I expect you to laugh. I mean, if I'm broken and bleeding and whatnot, laugh, but at least call 911.
Yeah.
You fall down and get hurt. Did your brain fall out? No. Okay, we'll get you a Band-Aid for the boo-boo. Yeah. But that was funny as crap.
Yeah, dude, I screw something up like every show. Like we played Lava a few weeks ago, and so Ed Roland does a lot of like mic tricks with his mic stand the whole set. And so he'll like knock it over and he'll take his foot, kick it back to him. Well, he kicked back.
Did it whack you in the face?
It's whacked me in the face before at Lava. During when we did the live stream, and then someone put a comment in there like, "Nice, taking it to the face."
Oh, you know what'd be better? I don't mean to wish this on you, but if you ever do that, it knocks you out and you hit the deck. I swear to God, I will loop that video over and over again. Oh, I'm sorry, Joel. Joel, I should be nicer to my guests. I'm so sorry. That was so inappropriate.
Yeah, you should be nice.
Next time you do that, you're going to be like, "Please don't hit me in the face. Please don't hit me."
I kind of move out of the way, so when it comes up, I have to catch.
So you need to do that when somebody's over your shoulder singing. Like, whack.
Oh, right in the dome.
Do you have a wireless mic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you ever done that and have the mic just go shooting off like a rocket?
And our last show at Lava, I kicked it forward.
Oh my
God.
God.
The whole mic stand just fell over and the mic flopped off and like rolled across the stage. And I had to like run over there and pick it up and go, "Hey," just keep on going.
I would have picked it up. Could somebody find my wing monkeys? Because we got the whole circus going on here.
And I just keep going. Just who cares?
Oh my Lord. Dude, your shows are great though. You guys are high energy.
Thank you. Yeah. We just changed the lineup a little bit. So you saw our newest lineup.
Yes. I was like, since then, wow.
No. Yeah. So we have Gary, who's the guitar player from the summer of '69.
Uh-huh.
He's our guitar player now. And he does a great job. And then we brought in a drummer named Rich Minkler, and he came from the original world. And we switched over. We went to all in airs, and we're playing to a click now. And like,
really?
Yeah,
a click.
We play to a click. Yeah,
that's what the drummer's job is.
Yeah. But Rich, he loves the click.
You know, there's nothing wrong with it. Actually, as a drummer, it's
the click master.
Whoa! What?
You gotta see this carefully. It's it. He is the
Yeah. Wow. Honestly, playing with a click it can be beneficial. Like if you go in the studio, and I could play with a click. But I tend to want, because I'm all I want to play. The guys would probably, both bands would love it if I would slow down and play with a click. I'm like,
bring it back a little bit. Bring it back.
Hell no. Hell
bit.
No. This is like, no, not Jane Fonda's workout.
Yeah, but Green Day, it's high energy, man.
Oh my God.
No.
You know what? It's been a moment. We need to do a show.
We've been talking about that.
We've been talking. Let's bring it to fruition. And I'm
Let's
saying
look
more
right
to myself.
Now. Yeah.
Really? Can you get your phone out? And because I'm using my phone right now. And who do you want to message?
You want to call Tony? You want to call Andy? Who you want to call?
If you could, you know what? If you can get a Lava show, Basket Case will open for you in the blink of an eye at Lava. You make that happen, I'm all in.
You want me to call Tony like right now while we're on the air?
Yeah, good luck on that one.
I wasn't going to say it.
I think we got a better shot at getting into American Airlines Center, but that's okay.
All right, I'll call Ian.
I will tell you though, I would love to do like a House of Blues.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be fun.
I want to do a House of Blues like 90s alt night, like 3 90s alt bands. That would be cool. I feel like us, you guys, and like 16 Stone or something would be good.
I was gonna say like Weezing.
Oh yeah, those guys are good too.
Weezer tribute.
Yeah.
Green Day. And then what's funny is, Weezer and Green Day are coming through town with Fall Out Boys.
Are they really?
July 24th, I think. They're coming to town. And I'm excited about that. And I'm like the only idiot in town who doesn't have his ticket yet. I'll end up buying like a $500 nosebleed seat.
Where are they playing at?
I think American Airlines Center.
Oh, yeah. You're not going to be able to sneak into that one.
Yeah. Oh, I see where your brain was going. And I appreciate the confidence there. But yeah.
Well, do you have like a clipboard? Do you have you can just like a clipboard and just wear those glasses that you're wearing? And
can I show up with my mic and I'm like, hi, I'm here to interview the band.
Yeah. Maybe carry a ladder.
It's funny. I actually reached out to Trey Cool to see if I could get him to come on my show. And yeah, have you seen him on here yet?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Me either. One day it might happen. I mean, I'm holding out. I'm using the Ouija board. I'm having seances. Like I'm calling on like everybody. Like, please make it happen. So, oh my Lord!
You want him to know that you have a Green Day tribute? Like, are you worried that if he finds out, that might shut you down or anything like that?
So about a month and a half, 2 months, maybe a little longer. I had Eric Aldenas, Billy Idol's drummer, on here, and we talked about the fact that I'm in Rebel Yell and that we're a tribute to Billy Idol, and he was fascinated by it. In fact, he and I. Really? Back and forth. I've got his cell number. He's got mine, obviously, and we'll text. He actually wants to see video, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to make sure it's really good video first because
it's cool, man.
It's cool, but it's also a little intimidating. And it's funny because I asked him about it, and he knows all those guys. He's known them forever, and he actually watched a lot of the same YouTube stuff when he was he was learning it. And I kind of jokingly told him like, yeah, I watched your stuff when I was learning some of these songs.
Yeah,
but it's been cool because he sent me some private messages with videos that are of his drum solos and some of the, again, behind the scenes stuff that you're not going to find out in the public forum. So it is weird. Am I worried? No, because here's the thing. We love the bands that we are paying tribute to. Are we getting a tiny little micro performance fee compared to what they make? Yeah, we are. But those guys are the reason we're up there doing the tribute thing, and we're helping keep their pockets full because we're keeping their music alive for them when they're not on the road.
I mean, that's the way I see it too, but I know that some bands don't like it.
Green Day actually has a cover band called the Cover Ups, and they go and play shows and they doing nothing but covers. So is it really any different?
Yeah. I know Mark and I talked about that. And you're doing a show with Mark.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's actually sitting in with us. Which I'm. Will it be this? No, it'll be actually this show will air. So this coming weekend, Mark is sitting in. I'm a huge fan of Mark. He's with Sunset Strip. I'm a fan of Green Day because they are a Green Day tribute as well. And it's funny that I called him up and he was like, "Yeah, I'll sit in." And I will tell you, if he ever needed a drummer for his band, call me. I mean, how many other drummers already know a couple of hours of Green Day that can sit in? We don't own the music. None of us do. You don't know the music you're paying tribute to. We don't either. Why would you not want to help promote each other? And yeah, you can say, "Oh my God, it's competing businesses." They're doing something different than us. Same music, but a different application or presentation.
Yeah,
man. Either you love it or you don't. How many Motley Crue tributes are? How many Guns N' Roses tributes? I mean,
how many Collective Soul tributes?
I think there's like 12. Wait, are you flipping me off? Oh, from that angle, I'm just
just the one.
There's one. I'm gonna go start a Collective Soul tribute tomorrow. That's it.
You should. You should be the singer, and
I'm gonna get a wig.
I'll send you the link to the wig.
Oh, great! And I'll wear it backwards.
And I'll tell you like the little Asian hair salon I went to get it cut.
Oh my God! I remember my wig when I was in Sedated, dude. That thing was miserable playing drums in that thing. Oh my God!
Was it long enough that like the strands got in your mouth? Or
yes, it was. But I did because I was trying to do Richie Ramone and the short hair, and I ended up looking like a beetle. I didn't even look. It was rough. I like the wig, but and then at some point you're like, as much as you wash it, they still get sweaty, stinky. Like,
Yeah.
I got to put that on my head.
Yeah. Well, you got to put dry shampoo in it.
Yeah, I never did that. I used the liquid stuffs.
No, you got to brush it. You got to put dry. Oh, it's like taking care of a kid.
That's what people say about me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Wow. And that was a great interview, folks. Probably not going to see much of it, though.
Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, my God. I wish this was like Austin Powers, where Dr. Evil hits the button and, the guest just falls to the floor to the pit of fire.
Snakes, lasers. I have a question
lasers.
I have a question for you.
Hit me.
I mean,
oh, now you're mocking me.
When you're not listening to Green Day, what music are you listening to?
That is a great question. Thank you so much for asking. I actually have been listening to
right here. It says, "Ask Rick stupid questions."
Oh, wait, that wasn't a real question. I was excited. That's the first time anyone's asked me a question.
That was my prep for the show.
I was excited. I thought this was a for real question, man.
It's a for real question. No,
you're mocking me now.
What's a for real question? I am interested. Do you listen to Green Day when you're not?
I do. Actually, I do. I love listening to Green Day. And usually it's because I'm studying another couple songs that we're learning. So I will listen. And then there's, like right now, I'm listening to Static Age and Pulling Teeth. And I have them looped back at just those two songs where they play over and over again because I am learning them, but I also happen to love them. And I listen to a lot of Seether, which you may see. There's a Seether. I'm a monster Seether fan. I've been listening to a lot of
I'm about to go see John Humphreys.
You what?
I'm about to go see John Humphreys at Trees.
Nice.
Yeah.
When is that?
September.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Nixons are coming through town.
I see. I'll go see him when the Nixons come through. And I actually had to message him. I did an interview with John Humphreys for this show. And yes. And unfortunately, the server that we kept him on, it crashed and we lost. We lost a few interviews, not just his. And
let's go back and let's do it again.
No, I did message him, and I'm hoping at some point I can have him back on because he is a wicked nice guy. I had such a blast, and that was such a highlight for me because I'm a huge Seether fan. And to have him on the show was just like, and it's an interview that nobody will ever see. I didn't get to see it either because I lived the interview, but I didn't get to go back and proof it yet. And it's okay. We'll make it happen. But I'm listening to a lot of Buck Cherry. I believe I've been listening to just one song by Theory of a Dead Man, Bad Girlfriend.
Oh yeah, it's great.
And I've been listening to some Nickelback, and you guys are like,
"What?" That song yesterday, actually.
I do like Nickelback, and I'm always listening to Green Day and Billy Idol are always in my repertoire because I'm always studying something, listening to a new song to learn. But then outside of that, it's typically Seether, Buck Cherry, Nickelback. I've been listening to a lot of Rancid and Social D as well. Oh, dude, I love Rancid and Social D. So what are you laughing about?
It just makes sense.
What is that not what you envision?
No, I like Social Distortion, man. They're good.
No, but all those bands, is that not what you envision in my
I didn't know. I mean, it makes sense. Just knowing Rick, it makes sense. But I didn't know because I don't listen really to Collective Soul.
Oh wow, really?
I mean, so I'll listen to songs like we're about to learn 3 new songs, so I'll listen to those.
Yeah.
But outside of and then like I grew up with that music, so I learned how to play guitar to like the Collective Soul Blue album.
Nice.
I would just put it in back before there was a YouTube or anything. We had to like wait to see if Guitar Player magazine would put out the song you wanted to learn via tablature, and I would just put it in and lay it by ear and just listen and play by ear. But I listen to like really heavy industrial rock. Like I listen to like stuff like I Prevail, Bring Me the Horizon,
wow,
Gojira, like just it's Channel 37 on Octane. Channel 37 Sirius XM.
I did not know you were an industrial rock guy.
Yeah, dude, I love it.
Wow. Any ministry in there?
No, it's all new stuff. All new.
Okay.
But that's what I listen to when I work out, and so I just put it in. And just get so angry.
Okay, they make pills for that. You know that we can calm that. And you know, a couple of, as I'm thinking about it, I did for a bit there. I actually studied. I listened to a lot of cult because I'm just working on a set list for one of the local cult tributes. There's only one, Sonic Temple. I'm learning a bunch of music, and I've been listening to some Alice in Chains too. Just in case. There's a couple of my friends' bands that have asked me, you know, would you learn it? And so I'm like, I'm learning some stuff. I don't know, you know, it's and ultimately my number one all-time favorite band. I'm a Smashing Pumpkins freak. Like that's my number one favorite. You can always find the Pumpkins in my.
Did you know that "Smashing Young Man," the Collective Soul song, was written to Billy Corgan?
I didn't know that. No way.
Because Billy Corgan said that Collective Soul ripped off what, Rhinoceros? Is that
Rhinoceros?
Rhinoceros ripped off
Rhinoceros.
So okay, first off, I am not a Smashing Pumpkins fan.
Get off my show! Like, are you kidding me?
I can't stand Billy's voice. I can't get into it.
I'm a huge Jimmy Chamberlain fan. He is like one of my drum gods. He's phenomenal to watch.
But so Billy said that Ed Roland ripped off the melody from Rhinoceros.
Okay.
For Shine. And so Ed Roland wrote "Smashing Young Man" and all the lyrics. Have you ever really like read them and listen to them?
I will now.
Yeah, they're like he's calling somebody out, and he calls them a smashing young. That's what the song's about. It's about calling Billy Corgan.
I'll have to go watch it and listen to it. And wow, I didn't know that. But yeah. So again, no one's ever asked me a question. There you go. That's what Rick listens to when he's not. And there may be some Katy Perry in there, and just saying.
I used to play Katy Perry in my old cover band.
And I'm a big Maroon 5 fan too.
I love Maroon 5 too. Maroon 5's cool.
Let me just give you my whole set list. Get out. I have a. There's a plethora of music I love, but there's
what's a guilty pleasure song?
Oh, you're gonna hate me for this one. When you say guilty pleasure, like I would be embarrassed if the world knew.
Mm-hmm.
No, nothing. There's no guilty pleasure. If I want to cry, I will listen to Landslide. But the version that the Pumpkins did will make me cry. Somewhere Over the Rainbow by the big Samoan guy. I can't think of his name right now.
Yeah, the ukulele player.
Yes. If I want to cry, I'll listen to that. I do like to listen to little Miley Cyrus, you know.
Really?
Actually, yeah.
No,
I hate that song. No. But no, there's a whole plethora of music that I like, and you know, I like some Justin Timberlake. I mean,
I do like some JT, man.
When I want to get my island vibe, I go straight to the good old dependable Mr. Bob. He always puts me in that island group.
You listened to some of that recently in your Florida Keys?
Believe it or yes, I did. Actually, I sure as heck did. I will put on Jimmy Buffett. Just
Margaritaville on it.
No, absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. But for me, if I want to feel like vacation, I listen to Maroon 5 a lot when I'm on vacation, because in 2011 we were going on the inaugural cruise of the Carnival Magic, and because we were there, we won tickets to go see Maroon 5 right there in Galveston on the dock in front of the boat for free. And we got right up to the stage. We had taken our son with us, and for some reason, it's always just kind of felt like vacation to me listening to Maroon 5. So I put it on all the time. Plus, I like the movie White Chicks, and I associate those. Yeah, don't laugh at me, man.
Okay.
Dude, I have if you think that I'm like this normal, nobody thinks I'm normal. The Wayans brothers are hilarious. I can watch that movie a million times and it never gets old, ever.
Right,
I love them to death.
Gigolo, male gigolo.
Oh my God. He's a dumbass. Oh my Lord. So I'm dead serious. I'm off camera. I'm going to bug you. We need to put something together. I've got some dates for Basket Case, but I've got some openings. You know, I'm trying to keep us at like once a month. I don't want to oversaturate. That's just my personal thing.
Yeah. That's my too. I'm like every 6-7 weeks.
Yeah.
And I need to be in like different areas. I can't go like to Louisville every time. Louisville, Texas.
No. Let's see what we can put together, maybe for either Gas Monkey or maybe a House of Blues, or
I need to do something out like near you, like in the Rockwall, Wiley, Salina area. What's out there?
There's not a lot of clubs out here, but I will tell you there is hang time. You got to bring your own PA. But you know what? If we could, I don't know that they have a budget. We may be playing for just beer and like pretzels.
Okay, no, I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay.
You're going to pay me.
You lost me at pretzels.
Yeah. You lost me at donating my time.
Yeah. I don't really donate my time. I'm sorry. I will gladly donate my time to causes, but when I'm just playing a show to play a show, yeah, no, you're for hauling all my crap. Yeah, you're gonna pay me.
Yeah, you're gonna
saying. Oh my Lord! You know, we'll put something together. We'll figure out a venue in that we can take a night, just the two bands, and split it up and rock.
Yeah,
it.
let's do that.
Cool.
Nothing like in Forney or Fate or.
I don't know, man. There's not a lot of clubs out this way. Nobody ever plays out here. I mean, unless you want to play the Harbor, and that's usually 5 years on the waiting list to get to play the Harbor. And yeah,
I used to play the Harbor every single month in my old cover band. We played Friday and Saturday night every single
month. Are you
month.
talking the outdoor amphitheater Harbor?
No. It was like a Blue Canyon, a restaurant.
Oh, I don't even know if they're there anymore.
It's not there anymore.
Wow.
But I live in Benton. We would drive out to basically the Harbor area, and we'd set all of our stuff up and play one night, then leave everything there, and then come back the next night, play again.
Oh wow!
Pack all of our stuff and leave. Oh man, it was such an ass whipping.
Oh yeah, fun.
Yeah. Why don't do covers anymore?
Yeah, you know what? I'm working on a cover band right now. It's a hoot. It's fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What? No, not JC's got the Lost Boys, but what are you?
We actually started out as a band called Fun Time Chaos. We're changing the name. We're actually going to call ourselves Valley Girl. And
yeah, that makes sense.
Shut up. Don't even go there, Joel. Yes. The name of my cover band is Valley Girl. And when you hear the tunes we're doing, you'll be like, oh, it makes total sense. I promise you. It's fun. It's that 80s era. So I'm excited. We'll put it on stage soon.
My cover band that I was in for like 10 years, the Soapbox Radio, has been talking about doing a reunion show. We shut it down like 3 years ago. Okay. But it's hard because our drummer lives in like Pflugerville.
That's a little bit away.
Yeah, it's like, are you going to be like in the area anytime soon? You really need to practice. Like,
nah, not really. Dude, thank you for coming on the show. I know I can talk you into doing it again. Yes?
Yeah.
In person next time?
Why not?
Let me know when you have a show coming up that I'm not working. I'd love to come out and announce you guys if I'm allowed. If I can.
We have a show. Reflective Soul has a show coming up at Roanoke Chop Shop on July 2nd.
That's probably the only venue in town that I can't go to. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll tell you off screen. No, that's so far away. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it's super far away. We're playing in the Hill Country in August.
Yeah, I'm not going there either.
Okay. We're playing at Louisville in September.
Oh, I know where Louisville is. I can go there.
Yeah.
I'm not banned.
Yeah, we're playing at Eric's place at Tees with
us.
At
Tees. Love Tees. Yeah. In fact, I'll be there tonight.
Will you?
Rebel Yell.
Tonight. Rebel Yell? If I wasn't watching my wiener, I'd be there.
Why don't you bring your wiener with you?
Wiener, you want to go out tonight?
Dude, I went out last night. I took my wiener with me. Like,
isn't that a King Missile song?
No, that was Detachable Penis.
Detachable Penis.
Oh my God! I don't think I left it in the freezer.
I went out.
Oh, you see, Mr. Rose is back there cringing, going, "Oh my God, they have gone off the deep end."
My penis.
Thank you. Oh my God. Oh, I'm getting mail. Thanks a lot, Joel. I'm forwarding all the hate mail to you this week.
You know what? Do it. I want to see it.
Oh, good God. Some of the people are just nasty.
I want to see the hate mail.
You know who you are.
Stop being offended. They're
I
jokes.
actually like it.
They're
I laugh
jokes.
now because I'm like, really?
Yeah.
That's what you came up with? Dude, really? I can take more.
I can do more.
You hit like a bitch.
So have you done any streaming stuff since the COVID stuff started?
I did we did Lava. Rebel Yell did Lava, which was fun. We did their streaming thing. And I sat in with the Rockaholics a few times at our friend Honcho's place out by the pool and did some streaming. And then we actually did it one time from his living room. So yeah, I mean, I did a little bit of streaming, but not that much. I mean, I still just played shows. I still went out and like I've got my Darth Vader mask and I've got, my superheroes mask and what? I like my masks.
You know that we got in trouble at Granada?
For?
Because remember at the very end, because you stayed to the end, right?
Yeah.
right?
I thought you were at that table with that girl at the very back. I thought that was your table. I didn't realize it was her table.
Which girl? No,
the young lady that we were conversing with right by the bar.
yeah, I know. I mean, I had a lot of friends come out that night, so I don't know.
I didn't know who she was. I'm a fan, I know, but
Yeah.
I had talked to her. I walked by. Anyhow, for some reason, I thought that was your table, and then I realized it wasn't. I felt bad because like, here's some strange girl. I'm just walking up and just like chatting, and it's like, oh, it's not. I thought it was his.
No.
I feel like it. And yeah, I got yelled at for not having my mask on, by the way.
Really? I got a little bit in trouble because I told the audience that I didn't care about social distancing and everyone had to come to the stage.
That was greatness, though.
I was like, hey,
that one girl got thrown out.
What? Who got thrown out?
I don't know. But they asked that one girl. I thought either she was really drunk or I was like, she was just dancing, having a good time. And they escorted her.
Oh, that sucks.
Like, you must go out that way.
What'd she look like? I know.
Dude, really? Let me go back through my camera roll on my phone and see if I cut. Wow. What does she look like?
Yeah,
She's female. I got that much down.
Okay.
And, well, I didn't even notice it. It was my wife that noticed it. And she poked me. And I was like, what? And she's like, they're throwing her out. Like,
that sucks, man.
There had to be something else going on. Like, I don't know. It can't be just because she was having fun. But because they're really cool there. But yeah, I could see how you got in trouble.
Here's my picture with you. Can you see that?
Yeah,
it looks like crap.
Are you saying because I'm in it?
No.
Huh? Wait, huh? What?
The reflection thing, and it might have been off your head. I mean, there's a lot of light coming off your head there.
Oh God, Joel! I just got something on my eye. Thank you for being my guest. It's time for me to go now. Actually, Joel, thank you for being my guest, dude. Seriously, I do have to. We gotta. I'm getting the evil eye from Mr. Rose somewhere. I'm sure, dude. You will do this again.
Yeah, do it again. Yeah,
awesome.
I'll come to your house and we'll hang out. How about that?
Nobody comes to my house.
Okay, you can come to my house.
You can check in, but you can never leave.
Okay, Don.
And we launch into some eagles.
All right, Don.
Oh my God! You know, just because of that, I'm going to take a picture. We're actually Amy and I are going down to Cabo in August on vacation. For a week, and about an hour and a half north on the west coast of the Baja Peninsula in a little town called Todos Santos is Hotel California.
I really love your Spanish. Can you say it again?
Todos Santos.
Okay.
Got something in that eye too. And so we're going to drive up to I always go to Cabo Wabo, but I am going to drive up to Todos Santos because I want to see the Hotel California.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to check in and stay the night.
Yeah, they never leave.
But if they've got T-shirts, I want one.
Yeah,
just saying.
But mirrors on the ceiling, do they have that or?
Ooh, bow, chicka, bow, bow. Oh wait, wrong. Sorry, dude. Thank you again. I'll say it a million times. Thank you. And we'll drag you on again. Cause problems.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Just saying.
Everyone checks out Reflective Soul. We could really,
everyone.
Yeah, just everyone. Hey, just
wait. Are you on that? No, you're on that side.
This side. You're on this side.
Yeah, that side.
ET phones.
Oh my God! Wow, ET phone home.
I've got some M&Ms too. Yeah. So please check out Reflective Soul. Thank you for having us. Go see Rick.
Wait, you and your wiener?
Yeah, me.
When you say us?
Gonna follow.
Oh my Lord! And you know what, folks?
I speak collectively for the band.
I like that nice little play on words. Collectively.
Yeah. You like that?
You know what, guys? Seriously, go check out their Facebook page. I'm assuming you have one.
Yeah, on our YouTube page. We have a lot of videos on our YouTube page.
Nice. They are all family friendly.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Wig stays on, pants stay on.
Forget it then.
Oh
my God. And you can check us out too, Concert Connection. We actually have a Facebook page. You can come, you can like it. If you're in a band, you can share your stuff there. For those of you watching us from Europe, from South America, New Zealand, Australia, or all over the US, yes, we are rocking out here in Dallas, Texas. So go ahead and follow us vicariously. We're having a good time. Or if you need a vacation, travel down here to Texas, come catch a live show. You can check out my weekly show called The Concert Calendar and find out what's going on around town. If you just this you're not your only format, you can see us. We're on iHeartRadio, we're on Spotify, we're on YouTube, We do have an Instagram and Twitter account that I am really horrible. I'm working on. I'm getting better. Or you can follow us on our. We have a Roku channel and an Amazon Fire channel that you can follow us on. So, plenty of mediums.
Concert Connection.
And here we go. Then he goes on YouTube for Concert Connection. 5 minutes from now, he knows how to talk to giraffes. It's just how it works. I'm just saying. That's what happens to me. I mean, I'm telling you, I get sidetracked. Thank you for hanging out, guys.
Thanks,
I am Rick. This is Joel. You guys, we love having you. Please follow us, and we will see you somewhere in the pit.
In the pit with Rick.
Oh my God. Dude, that is fucking hilarious. I can say fucking now because we're off the air.
Oh, that's why we're on the air?
Oh, you can do whatever you want. I can't because I'm the host. I'm supposed to be. I'm not even really supposed to say wiener, but you said wiener. So I get yelled at for saying ball gag.
But yeah, you said that last time. But
I didn't say it this time. I was good. I said wiener instead.
It's her name. Her name is Wiener.
Her name is Wiener?
Well, her name is Renoa, but we just call her Wiener.
Okay, you say that, and I got to tell you, I had a moment of fear because I brought up the girl at the show, and I'm like, oh, was I not supposed to talk about her?
Okay.
Because you were like, which one? And I'm like,
I'm single. See this?
I know, but still.
Divorced.
The one at the back.
Divorced.
I didn't know if there was a girlfriend or like 12 girls you were like wooing that you didn't want to know about the other 12 girls.
No.
Okay, why are we worried about saying wiener and we said clit?
No, he didn't. He said click. He said click.
He said clit.
I didn't. He did.
No, yeah, he said. Well, I heard you said but you got a clit in there too one time that I thought
that was a good statement.
I know it's staying. You said clit.
It was not supposed to say that.
Oh, I know, but this was a nice.
I don't know if I've ever had a guest laugh as much as you did, and I felt bad because every time you're like, "Oh my God."
What was that? Serious?
I'll play it for you. When I find it, I'll play it for you. But it was like, did he just? Yeah, he said clit.
I mean,
you meant click, which I understand. I'm fine.
I knew what he meant.
I did too.
Oops.
But again, that you didn't say it. Yeah, okay. Here we go.
Do you know what? I almost pulled my vape pen out and vaped, Garrett. I'm glad I didn't. I stopped.
Oh, we don't need that.
Oh my Lord, Joel, that was a fun interview, dude. I hope I wasn't too annoying.
No, we always have fun. Come on.
I don't know where we're gonna find a venue, and you're right. I'm not gonna play for free. I mean, if it's a benefit, I'll donate my time. But clubs that think I'm gonna go play, bring my band on stage for $300.
No, we just had an offer from this place down in San Antonio. Yep. I don't know. It's called something burger joint, and they were gonna split $1,500 between us and the other band. And I was like, you're gonna pay me $2,000 alone just to come down there because I got gas, I got Biden gas, I gotta get a hotel room, I have food.
I had a club, a bar out in Bossier, Shreveport, reach out to me, want us to come out there, and thought we would come out there for $700. I'm like,
you're out of your fucking mind.
I'm like, dude. I said, I'm flattered. I said, the minimum for you to get me out there, if you provide hotel rooms, I'll come out for $1,500.
Yeah.
If you provide hotel rooms, and I need 3 of them.
Yeah.
I
if
said,
you provide the hotel room, I'll do it for $1,500.
Yeah, but I'm not traveling, man. Sorry. It's no offense.
No, dude. When we did Pecola, Oklahoma, casino, that was great.
Yep.
They provided the hotels and they gave us all the food we wanted.
Yep. And you guys still played what? You get $1,300 for that?
I think it was $1,300, something like that.
Yeah. Because I know they make the same offer to all of us, and it's like $1,200-$1,300. And you're like, sure, you're gonna feed me. Our meals are all covered, and giving us hotel rooms. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll come up there for $1,200.
Yeah, it's like a 4-hour drive. It's not a big deal. But you want me to go to San Angelo? I can spend 5 hours and just. No.
Yeah, if my guys don't make at least $200 to be on stage, and then we outside of that, we're covering gas and rooms. Like if you just want to, if you want to cover all our rooms and our food, give us gas money. Yep. I'll come. Yeah, you know what? I got 5 guys in my band. Give me $1,000 if you cover everything. Yep. Everything. But if I got to start paying for gas and rooms, that price just went up exponentially. I'm sorry.
And
I can't. Yeah. I will tell you, even some of the gigs locally, we're going back to legacy. For a second round, we sold out the first time. I'm stoked. Like,
Yeah, Legacy's cool.
and they pay us well. They
Yeah, we
pay us well.
We played there the day after Christmas, and we did pretty good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been back there yet?
No. We're talking to them. We just don't have a date yet.
We pitched a September end show. We're playing November 24th, and we've got Dub Grabowski, the bass player for Thin White Dukes and La Cure, who's doing our all our video production for the video board. We've already got videos for every song, so we give him our set list, and he runs the show for us.
We got to get that done. We don't have videos for the songs, and we just have like our logos that change behind us.
We went, and then we've got this other thing that we did that's very unique. And well, anybody who was at the show knows we had somebody go around, take pictures of all the ladies that were coming in, and then went over. He uploaded it, put this presentation together, and when we play "What's Her Name," which is a Green Day song, all these girls that are in the audience, their pictures come up.
Cool.
And I will tell you, the response from the audience was just mind blown. They're like, because the girls are all, each time a different girl came up, you'd hear a cheer from that section.
Yeah.
And it was an amazing thing because it works for our song.
Yeah.
What's Her Name? And so now it's a staple for us. Like, we have somebody that takes pictures. We have to do some really fast pre-show editing.
Yeah.
And when that show, when those videos come up, I'm telling you, you'll hear every time that screen changes, you hear a pocket of people cheer. And then at the end of it, the cheer is just immense.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah. And then we also, because for September ends, we actually did a 9/11 tribute, because we are very big. I mean, I'm sorry, there's not a guy in our band that does not support the armed forces. We're all, I know Green Day is very political, left wing, that we don't give a rat's ass. We are very patriotic. We believe in America, and we believe in our men and women in the service. So we turned September ends into an honor, a memorial.
That's very cool.
And we had so many guys, military guys. We had to come up to us. We had 2 Marines that were there just on leave, that were at the show. They were pissed drunk, and the one Marine, buff guy, and he was in tears when he was thanking us, just like, thank you for your support. And that just was like, he's like, I've lost friends because of 9/11. He just, when you make a guy like that cry, who's serving, giving us the freedom that we have every day, come up and say thank you for rocking a show and showing honor to the men and women. That was like
really cool, man.
We've decided to take our show to that level. We're not a 3-piece, we are a 5-piece, and we are producing the sound of Green Day. We don't look like we all know Mark. Green Day does a phenomenal job. They're a 3-piece.
Yep.
That's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to put the sound of Green Day on stage as close as I can, and from the original stuff, the old stuff, to the new stuff. And Green Day's a 6-piece now. They have been for a decade.
Yeah, we've had ghost players for a long time, so.
I look at it like, can I give people that sound? Like, we had a girl who was an actual dancer from American Idiot, the musical on Broadway, that was at our Legacy show, and she was blown away. She's like, I've seen some bands try to do Green Day.
Cool.
She goes, your sound. She goes, she's still friends with all those, all the cast. She's like, some of them live here in North Texas. She's like, I'm bringing them out to your next show.
That's so cool.
We're going to try to see if maybe we can have them come do a dance thing to one or two of the songs, cool. Especially if we're doing Are We the Waiting St. Jimmy, which is the one where Green Day, actually Billy Joe sat in and sang St. Jimmy on Broadway.
That's cool.
So we're working on some really production value, because it is very tough being a 90s band and being a 90s pop punk band, because right now all the tributes are, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, back in, you're fighting the Zeppelin and all these old, which,
when is that going to die?
I know. But here's the thing.
When is it going to die?
Our time is coming to fruition. The time of the 90s and 2000 tributes, it's coming. And being that we're in a Green Day tribute and they are in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm. I saw them get inducted. It was really awesome.
Dude, we're starting to get noticed as a Green Day tribute. And Mark and I talked about it. It's a battle, because everybody thinks you're punk rock and you're fuck you, and it's like, no, dude, it's actually phenomenal music. They've got so many hits, and Mark has the same battle that we have. And when I asked him to sit in, he was like, hell yeah, because he knows I've promoted Green Days as well. It doesn't matter that I'm in Basket Case, and that stems from
Mark's a whore too.
Yeah, but that's okay. It's a different But it stems from, do you remember when Shame from Blizzard of Oz sat in for Walter in Ozolution
Yes.
because his wife? That blew me away. And I've talked to both those guys, and they're good friends. And the fact that they can do that for each other, I think that's the kind of example that as a tribute scene, we need to set as musicians working together,
we should work more together. There's a really like high schooly thing around this, and
I hate it.
Yeah. I know.
If you knew some of the crap that went on behind the scenes, I'm trying to help everybody, and yet I will tell you, I get crap from people constantly.
There was some high school shit last night at Lava Cantina.
Really?
Yeah, it's just.
What did I miss?
Let's see. JJ was the
MC.
NTXS. Yeah, NTXS opened for Def Legend, and JJ sang with Def Legend, and I was like, I don't know. It's like if you're not in that little
100%.
Like, why the hell is NTXS in Texas?
NTXS?
Yeah, why are they opening for Def Legend? That doesn't even make sense.
Guess what? In July, Rebel Yell's opening up for Def Legend at Lava.
That makes more sense.
Really?
In my opinion, yeah, because in Texas is like a 90s band.
Okay, so I will tell you, I'm waiting for In Texas and Rebel Yell to do a show.
That
makes sense.
That's good.
That would be a good line. I would love to see Wild Boys and Rebel Yell. That'll never happen. Never happen. I think a Billy Idol and a Madonna, a Prima Donna Rebel Yell show would be phenomenal.
We opened for Prima Donna at Lava.
Probably never happened.
And I was like, why are we opening for Prima Donna? Like,
in October, Rebel Yell is opening for the Crueligans at Lava. Now, the reason is because Yvette dances for both bands.
Yeah.
Crueligans just opened for Rebel Yell at Fat Daddy's about a month ago.
Mansfield?
Yeah. So they're
never gotten into that place.
You've never played there?
No. Played with the other Fat Daddies that closed down.
The one in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Okay. I actually have the owner, Mike. I've got his cell number, and I will pitch you to him.
That could 100%. Be a spot for us.
I will absolutely pitch him. That's an easy one. He requested. So when we're opening for Back in Black at Fat Daddy's next week, he requested us to be on that bill.
Cool.
Yeah. So I was like, wow. Yeah.
We'll open for you guys there. How about that?
You know what? I'll pitch him. I know he's got a lot of dates filled up this year, if not the whole year. And if I have to, I'll pitch something down there for next year, or I'll pitch it now and we'll lock something in.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to get your name on his radar. So when he gets a cancellation, hey, call Reflective Soul. Let's throw them on this bill.
Yeah.
I can make that happen.
We don't suck.
No, you guys are great.
That's just my, like, we don't suck. Like, keep your expectations here.
Do you know, I think Basket Case is one of the tightest shows in the Metroplex. I mean, we're a bunch of nerds, but our shows are tight and we don't get any respect. We don't suck. We are a good band.
And like, it just irritates the shit out of me because we're a good fucking band.
Yeah.
We're a tight band. We sound good, but we don't play the whole fucking like suck the dick of whoever's the most popular. Like,
it's what it is, though. It's who's blowing whom, and again, I mean, it's you. Mr. Rose can jump in and he'll tell you, don't let it get to you. Stay the course, because we have these conversations. But that, unfortunately, and Mr. Rose is probably the most intelligent of this whole bunch, because he says, run our race, build your product, and don't really worry about it. Don't really worry about them. If you have to worry about them now, you're chasing them. Make them chase you.
Yeah, I don't worry about that. It irritates me, but I don't. Hey, that's enough of that shit.
I get annoyed, but dude, you guys are great. I will gladly share the stage with you. Thin White Dukes, the Bowie tribute, gets so little respect.
I'd love to see them
from the in crowd, and I go see them all the time because them and Le Cure. I happen to like Bowie. I like The Cure. They're not part of the popular cool kids, so they get ignored. I don't give a crap. If I like a band, I like a band. I'm going to go see it. And
I'm a big Bowie guy. Bowie.
Oh my God.
Bowie and Prince. Like, Prince was like, that was my shit, dude.
There's a Prince tribute coming out. So yeah, you know who that is. That's Danny Allen.
Oh, I don't know Danny.
Danny's got a thing, but then there's Omar, who's already got a Prince tribute. So we're about to have two. We're about to have two on the scene. If you really are a Bowie fan, I'm good friends with Mario, who is the singer for Thin White Dukes. He does both, but he looks like Alice Cooper, and he's the singer for Dallas Cooper.
Okay, I've seen Alice Cooper. Yeah.
That's Mario is the singer for Thin White Dukes. He also plays guitar in Scary Charity and the Bang Bangs. So
it's my 2:00 cutoff is here. It's been great working with you two. It's a really interesting time. Keep doing what you but it's 2:00.
Okay, we'll let you go. I'm sorry.
No, I just came back to my desk and it was like, they're here. They're still here.
Oh no, yeah, we're done recording. We finished up.
Oh, I know that. I'd talk to you guys after you finished. But I had my little alarm set. I'm just going to take a shit. Real quick. Don't worry about it.
Mr.
I'll
Rose.
just leave you guys on here.
No, wait. Tell him for real quick.
You the man. No.
Tell him really quick what you always tell me, because he's like, he gets annoyed with the clique of the scene, and if you're not part of the cool kids, you don't get invited in. And I always say,
no, I ain't worried about that shit.
See,
you guys are. This is okay. See, you're getting ready to. I'm not.
No, I am. I did push your
pulled offside. I'm not gonna get pulled
offside.
Not gonna get the. No, but I just believe that if you have people that pretty much think this is like some bullshit high school reindeer game shit, they don't need to be out here. They don't need to be part of it. Let them go and do their own thing. There are certain people that I respect because I've listened to everybody that comes on this show. I delve into your shit. I call it checking your underwear.
Yep.
I'll listen to you and watch you. And if you don't sound right, I will never mention it. I'll tell you, Joel, man, you're cool, man. But I won't, if I want to rip your ass, I'll never do it in person. But you guys are greatness.
Thank you.
And you should continue doing what you're doing without thinking about anybody else.
Bingo.
Trying to validate what you do, and that's the other thing about the original band, especially a lot of the younger guys, they have no idea the talent that is within the tribute area, the number of years dedicated to this. I mean,
talent.
They're basically embryos in music. And they don't realize they could learn a lot from people like you guys, but they consider you guys to be old heads and you're playing that. It's more difficult to me for someone to play a song that I am accustomed to hearing and for me to enjoy it because they're playing it in a way that they're giving respect to the artist. Yeah. If you're an original band and I don't know your music, you could fuck up 20 times.
Yeah.
And I never know.
That's the truth, though.
Yeah.
And so you guys are greatness. That's my little 2 cents. But I mean, I would love to see original bands accept that fact and have you guys perform with them. I think it would expand the whole scene for everyone.
There's some good ones that I can introduce you to. We've done shows with Blackout. Tribute and
original. Yeah.
They're great.
Those I know. I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, even Griffin Tucker, I didn't know he was in a Beatles tribute. I want to get with Griffin and play some shows. So, Joel, I'm going to go do some chores.
All right, guys.
I'm going to send you. I don't know if you have my cell number. I'm going to send you my cell number through Messenger so we can chat.
All right, bro.
Okay.
And I'll wait. Man, I almost called you Clit. My mind is fucked up right now.
Nice job, Clit.
New nickname. The Clit.
If it is, I'll send it to all three of us. I'll cut that section so we can all listen to it.
I'm getting you a T-shirt that says "Clit."
We'll just keep it among ourselves so that
master of the
exactly. That's what you said, master of the click, but you said clit one time.
No, he said exactly what he meant. He is the master of the clit.
But he said master of the clit, and he chuckled, and I was like, did he fucking just say? But I'm going to pull that immediately after.
Can you make that? Hey, can you make that one of those Giphies? Master of the clit. Master of the clit.
It's a new meme.
Exactly. But if I'm going to go check it, I'll know within the hour. And what I will do, if it actually is click, but sounds like click, I'm still keeping the shit. I'm just going to send it to us first so that we have it.
So this is going to be the notorious Clit Wiener episode.
That's what I'm saying. We went through the whole show saying wiener.
Dude, you got a wiener in your face right now.
And Joel is saying, okay, I'm
Right
going to
in
put
my
my
face.
pants on now. And it's like, what the hell is this show going to today?
I didn't know we needed pants for this show. So
Oh my god.
I didn't know we did either. I guess. Man, maybe
I
should
wore
take
my
that
tutu.
off.
oh shit, of course.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen, thank you for another.
Thank you.
Thank
Clint,
you.
Clint, thank you so much.
Appreciate you guys having me back. Let's do this again.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't forget to bring your wiener.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm telling you.
Joe,
Okay.
we'll talk at you soon.
All right, see you later, Joe.
Take care.
Bye. I really, I'm going to pull that now because I swear he said Clint.
I did too. I thought he did. I was
Wow,
because you see my face. I think I immediately started smiling like
Of all the reactions, and I think he heard himself say it, and then I heard, and I'm like,
I wanted him to say it again just because.
he corrected himself because he thought he said what he said.
Oh my god, that was
wow,
great.
man! I have not done a show where I cried in a long time, and this
That
one
was a
has
good one. That was a good one, and I think our interview with Griffin was phenomenal.
Oh,
I
Griffin,
think
that's a top fiver. From Griffin.
that is one that is definitely building a relationship that I want him back. I want Cleo still. That was a good one for us to have. A good one.
We've gone all the fringes of Cleo, and we're going to have to get her ass on the show because Griffin, Zendaya, who he was just a backup band. She didn't know him from crap. But she's not some mediocre piece of shit. She is like a major actress now. Yeah. He's got some freaking skins, but he's a badass.
Yes, he is
a badass.
We're very blessed.
Yeah.
What you and I have created here, we are very blessed. And I know we've gone through, the ups and downs, and we're going to continue, but ultimately we are moving up the ladder.
We're the top of the game. We are the top of the game, and your connections that you have made and
will make. Yep.
Your connections have brought us to where we are, along with, my production and doing all the other shit that 100%. Makes it big. But when you tell somebody, yeah, go check me out here, and they go do it and it fucks up their head, that's where when you go through these doors, you have no issues.
We're legit. We are legit.
No problem.
The one thing I will tell you is I'm no longer on the Drumathon committee.
Oh, I know. You told me.
Oh, okay. I with everything that's going on, and now I am just going to be the ambassador. What is it? Celebrity.
Yeah. You're a celebrity ambassador for
and MC.
Right.
Great. I would love to be coined as Drumathon MC because that benefits us out until it doesn't.
But we need to be on that backdrop. There's a 375 or whatever. We're going to set that up.
Okay.
We need to be on the backdrop because it's the sponsorship levels. Go out there and look at it. You and I are going to get together. I got to run the end of the quarterly numbers anyway for doing the Facebook advertising stuff. Okay. And so I'll put that together, and then I'm going to go and look at how much it's going to cost to be a sponsor, because I want the name, whichever one we decide, either the Concert Connection, which is the one that's the one everybody knows, but the Concert Connection needs to be a sponsor that's on the freaking backdrop for
bingo
Drumathon.
I would love to do a split Concert Connection in the pit like logo where we get both of them that we can use out there when we sponsor to get both of them
in time. That's why we got to push our ass. You see the backdrop. That's Phyllis called me. I'll call her back. It's not. She probably called me for food. But the backdrop where you see now it says Concert Connection. I'm gonna I can cut out each block, and so I'm gonna edit it to where that backdrop is not going to be Concert Connection on the next show.
Okay.
It's going to be the In the Pit with Rick.
Were you happy with the two intros? Hello, Rockstars.
No. You got the intros down pat. We're greatness on that, and at the end, you just need to work on your out. Yeah. Because you said it a little bit differently each time.
I did. So I haven't gotten it down.
Yeah. So just work on. But I'm great. I'm fine. Everything is gravy.
What I really want to do is I want to pre-record the outro.
Yes.
And that way it generically gets bumped in. It is very polished how we want it, and it's not interrupted by our guests.
Yeah,
And
you just have something where you'll end the interview, then I point to that, then we come back and you finish out.
yep,
So let's work on getting that done. So we're going to turn up the
perfect.
heat this
Oh, I
week.
love it. I love it.
And last thing, you guys didn't put your performance tonight in the event section of the Concert Connection.
Amy
There
must have
were
missed
like
it.
2 or 3 of them that when you recorded the show, they weren't in the event section of Concert Connection.
No, I had to go find a couple of them elsewhere because it seems like people have just gotten lazy again. So it's
Well,
like,
we don't care about. We're going beyond them. Let me just.
no,
but
this
you
is
get
and
your
this is what I
show
told
out.
Amy. This is really it comes down to this is still about us and what builds our
Right.
brand, so that somebody bigger comes in and says we want to buy you, give
Thank
you and we want to produce you. Great. That's about making that product that a bigger network or
This
station's
is
going to come and
our
buy us out.
stuff, and we just need to make sure. But we do the Concert Connection. That show should, to me, be 5-10 minutes. You don't have to chop.
7's my goal.
So, and that's fine. But that's
Perfect.
beautiful because we can play it on Instagram TV. We can play it on Facebook. We can play it, a little burst of it on IG.
Go.
Beautiful. Let's just do it that way. Let's keep it going.
I'll try to get 2 interviews, at least one, hopefully, at House of Blues. That way we can throw something else in there.
I want to plan to come to House of Blues.
Okay.
Because it's easier for me to get there and get set up because then I don't have to do something tonight. You can still do stuff tonight, but I could come to House of Blues and we'll look like a big production.
Okay, I'll reach out to everybody and see what I can do to facilitate that. And like I said, if we can catch an interview with just Abby and maybe an interview with a couple of the guys from Back in Black,
and Griffin will be there.
And Griffin, I just want to get not a drop, but just a snap of
just a little bit of Griffin.
Not even 30 seconds. Just, hey, it's Rick. And that's the other thing. I want to see how many videos I can grab of, hey, it's Rick with Maddie from Cherry Bomb. And we're in the pit with Rick. Just little bites like that we can use.
That's what I want the new intro to be. I want it to be basically, how the Marvel thing comes in with all the different pictures and they roll and go into the Marvel studios.
Yep.
That's the way the In the Pit with Rick. I want it to come in with all these interviews you've done with people in different places all over the place. And then we go in.
If you could have like pictures of them, like coming, you know what I mean? Like just stills of all the me taking selfies with all these different artists. And you know what I mean? As it comes in, and I'm going to pull out my old music, go through it. Let's see if we can find a different song.
That's the last thing I was going to say. I need another song.
I'll work on this this afternoon. I hope if not, I'll definitely have it tomorrow.
I can get the song by Tuesday easily and still edit it in because it's a short piece. So you need to like the song.
Oh, I do. Okay. There's a couple that I'm thinking of. I just got to pick out which one I want.
All right. So that works. I'm taking apart a laptop, so I'm picking up screws off the floor. Tell Amy hello.
I will. Tell Phyllis I said hi. You too. Try to be lazy.
Josh too. I got so much shit going on, but no, it's good though. And last thing, this is the absolute last. The In the Pit with Rick channel has always been up on Roku, and now I'm going to have the live stream that's going to be just doing interviews after interview after interview, and that's just going to be, like basically it's going to be a live stream like we have on the In the Pit with Rick. What is it on the website?
Nice.
And so it's going to be running interviews all day, 24 hours a day. Plus, they'll be able to click on interviews like Netflix and everything else. And I want to get to the point to where we are playing music. I have to basically get the royalty thing down.
I was going to say that's ASCAP, isn't it?
Oh, I've like for So Metro Radio, which is my main internet station. I already have ASCAP, SoundScan, and BMI. That's
okay. BMI. That was
whatever the fuck I want to play anytime I want to play it.
Okay.
But there's a license you can get that the bars have, where they can have you guys come in and they play one licensing fee to BMI, ASCAP, blah blah blah, and then that's why the bands can come in and play because they say I have a venue that's got I can have 500 people. They pay BMI and ASCAP once a year, and they can play whatever they want to. I'm going to set that up so I can produce a internet radio show so we can play the bands like Lava does.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. And let me ask you. So if you're going to do that, do we start a radio show?
Oh hell, we're that's what we're doing.
But this is not.
going
I
to-
don't see it that way. But I mean, like an actual radio show.
No, we're going to have an actual not. We're going to have a station, and that station is going to play nothing but tribute music, and it's going to play the actual bands, Green Day,
Yeah.
Def Legend, etc. But it's also going to play the performances of those bands from Basket Case, from Def Legend, from
Got it.
everybody. But it'll be done under a royalties situation,
Nice.
so that when the song is played, it'll pay the right people.
We're squashing the fuck out of everyone.
I'm crushing them. I ain't even squashing. I'm crushing everybody in my way right now,
Right
which is
on.
again because right now it's so much live music is coming out now. Griffin on that freaking tour, he's very low key about that shit.
Yeah, that kid, that's a monster. That kid's gonna explode.
He is going to be beyond.
Explode.
He is the scene. Once he hits after this tour next year, they're opening for that freaking tour.
And here's the thing: if we can build that alliance, hopefully he'll remember us
Oh,
and maybe turn us on to some other celebrities as he goes. And that's now I'm really looking at each celebrity. If they could turn me on to one, maybe two more, hallelujah. And
well,
I am
see,
working it.
Mom is the key. Mom is so cool.
Great. And she likes us,
so-
I think.
Yeah. Oh no, she told me all the shit that was going on.
Yeah.
She told me all the shit
Yeah.
and trusted us enough to
Yeah.
tell me that shit.
Yeah. I'm
Oh.
flattered that she and it's funny, I've seen her a couple times out and she's come up to me and I know Griffin obviously, and I know her a little bit, but the fact she's always been very polite to me. Like
But she'll probably be there tomorrow.
I know, and I plan on saying hi.
Yeah. So
And I'm going to thank
You're-
her again for making it
Yeah.
happen, having Griffin on. And again, I'll tell her personally, anything I can do, especially in the future. If
Yep.
can we have him again? And if we can ever do anything for you, please let us know.
once he
Telling you.
gets himself, once he's in that band, because he's got to go to California and that's his world. They're getting him ready to perform.
Yep.
And ready, but they're getting him ready for that big tour. But once it's announced, we're staying in connection to her because she's his manager. She ain't
Yep.
like a little play mommy manager. She's a badass.
No, she is. And I definitely, we want that connection. We definitely, all the celebrities, it's time for me to make a rounds of, with the Rich Redmonds, the Mike Baileys, the Erics, and just, hey,
Yep.
what's going on? Thinking about you, man. I hope everything's going well. And again, continue to solidify those relationships and add a few more. I did tell you, I finally heard back from John Humphreys and he was like, oh, dude, that sucks, but didn't commit to
Oh, I
coming
know.
back on. Okay.
I know, but we basically are going to stay in contact with him and
Absolutely.
send him the information that's needed. And basically, it's going to happen again. I already know that. It's just
I
a
know.
matter of
I'm not worried. We'll be okay. And we're going to add some other ones and we're just going to, you know what? We'll keep doing our thing.
all right. And then again, tell the family I said, hey,
I
and
will.
you said something that is a kind of an idea for what the show is that I want to do. And now I have a name.
What?
But you were talking about where you were, where I was back in that time. I was listening to this and I was listening to that. And so where I was is a concept of you're the first person. We're going to go back and look at where you were when you started out back in that time, what music you were listening to, how you started in music, you're building through that process. You're going to talk about that piece of your puzzle.
Are we going to do that with all our guests too?
We're going to do it for Chi, Josh, Brian, Norman, Chuck, April, Kim. That's my short list. Those will be individual shows just where I was.
Wow. And it's a whole new series.
It's a whole new series. It's basically going back and talking about the roots from this is where Rick started. This is where I was. You talk about the scene. I mentioned that
Wow.
before.
Yeah.
You're going to go back and talk about being next door to those
Nirvana.
artists that
Yeah.
were starting out. Yeah, I'm just saying artists because I wanted to be that world of Bill.
Yeah.
I started here and I played drums here and I didn't play because I think you started out playing bass.
I was
or
in a
something.
goth. No, I started as a drummer, but I was
But-
in a goth band called Faith and Disease.
Well, I know, but in high school, didn't you
Oh,
have
I
enough?
no, I started out as a trumpet and baritone player.
Thank you, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All that piece that we pull forward and we talk about the beginnings and how you started and what influenced you.
Why
And
not
it-
call it beginnings?
But it's somewhere. Beginnings is fine too, but you said where I was. This is where I was at
Where
that
I
time.
was is a good one too, man. They're both great.
So it could be, and so we got byline. So it could be where I was, my beginning. It could be the beginning. This is where I was, whatever. But you said where I was, and
That is
that
brilliant,
stuck
Mr.
with me.
Rose. That is
And so
brilliant.
we both pull those people in because people see you quote performing. They see Chi, they see Chuck, they see Josh,
Wow.
they see all these people out there in the scene. These original bands don't know shit from Shinola about who you guys are as far as the musician.
Look at Bobby, who's very, very well
Oh,
known, and he's an
yes,
original.
I gotta
We
put
got to
Bobby
put Bobby on there.
Yeah.
So, and you know what? I want Bobby Hoke, the keyboardist for Prima Donna. He's in Thin White Dukes. He's in La Cure. You know, he used to be Aretha Franklin's keyboardist, and he's one that I'm trying to get on the show.
I'll go after him.
He looks like Barry Manilow.
You told. Oh yeah. I looked at him. Yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about.
He used to play keyboards for Aretha Franklin. I want him on the show, and he would be one to go beginnings or where I was. That would be a great one to oh my God.
This is a way to get a lot of people we've had before, but now talk about how they evolved into where they are and what they're doing.
Yep.
Because and then I'll let you go. The other person, who was the person that plays in JJ's band? He's a guitar player because he was
Bart.
Bart, thank you.
Oh yeah,
Bart also.
That's funny because I was thinking about him as well. Needed to be on the list. You know, John Inman.
This is a whole series.
Oh my God, there's so many
series that basically goes back and talks about all these people that are in the scene, and you think you know Chi, but Chi also blah blah blah. You think that you know Norman, but Norman has a freaking backstory that's insane. Okay, Chuck. So we're gonna have a series, April. You know, it's a lot of people that we can bring into this. We have a series that's a certain amount. We may do 8 to 10, but this is happening.
Wow, period. That is going to be powerful. And you know what? People are going to watch this series and they're going to be like, holy crap. Right. And yes, you know what? People treat us like we're rock stars now. Wait till we put that series out. People are like, you guys are the marketing production machine in Dallas, Fort Worth. I'm like, yeah, we're going national. We're going international.
But that's the key thing. We want to provide a product that is global.
Yep.
I'm not trying to do something just for the Metroplex.
Oh.
We're global.
Yep.
I mean,
that's how we have to see ourselves.
That's how I see myself. It's not we have to. It's how I see ourselves. This is how I see us. But Facebook had problems with marketing last week. That's why the show did like putrid numbers. They had a marketing issue.
Are you talking about the Concert Connection or the?
Oh no, the main show. Okay. Yeah, the one where you interviewed in Texas.
Okay, and I didn't even see it.
No, it's probably like 100, maybe 100 and something. It was nothing because their
100 people
shut down. Yeah, it shut down. It wouldn't let anybody do anything. And
my God! Can we rerun it this week?
Yeah, I'm gonna remarket it.
Okay,
I'm gonna remarket it but that's what was another reason where I was like, I don't want to do the show until I find out what's going on, the third anniversary. But we're coming out with an announcement, all that.
See, I missed it because I was out of the country. I didn't see it.
But again, we're in the pocket. As long as you give that one show a week, we're going to go to every other week, stockpile shows. And
that's only 26 shows a year.
No, that's just for right now. We're not going to stay at every other week.
Okay.
We're just going to basically get a little wave going, make sure all our back end shit is right. Okay. Then we go back to what we're doing every week. But we're getting people ready for In the Pit with Rick. We'll rerun the episode that we do with Griffin the next week. Okay. And then do the one with Joel the week after that. Okay. And that'll give a big push because you being at House of Blues, we come in there the right way. We record things. We record video and come in there and set up and do a couple of hot shots with people. All that makes you look like Boosh. Big production guy.
I know.
So we're good.
I couldn't have done it without you, but we got to turn up the fire on people. And when I show up, people need to continue to be like, holy crap. Last night I was supposed to MC. They started early, so I didn't MC it, and it's okay. I showed up in grunge attire, shorts. I look like I was straight out because it's Go Ask Alice. We're talking about grunge. Exactly. And outside my normal, but normally I have a very distinct, and it's funny because a couple people are like, dude, even though you're wearing the grunge thing, you totally rock star Rick. And I'm like, I know, but it's having those rock star outfits every time I go out, and I dress up. It's because people they see me and they know it's different than when I'm on vacation. You see me look normal. It's
Right.
when I go out. Yeah, I put on the liner. I look like a rock star, and I demand attention. I mean, when I walk in,
Well, that's why getting into the foundation room just for a few minutes, or right, be when Griffin is loading in.
Yeah.
When are you going to get there tomorrow?
I'll give you an update. I got to reach out and find out from the guys, like what time they're loading in, what time I can get there, what time I can maybe catch. I got to reach out to Damon and Michael, since they're the one of the bar manager and stage manager, see what kind of approvals I can get. And then I got to get the name of the actual whole club, the whole entire venue manager who I met last night, who wants to have us out, who gave me the approval. So like, I got a little bit of homework I got to do on my side. Plus I got to get ready for my show tonight. So I'll crunch some numbers and I'll fire you a message.
And I'll send, because I was going to send a message to Griffin's mother anyway to,
Nice.
say thank you for the interview. It was great, blah, blah.
Okay.
And, can we come out and get a few minutes with Griffin before the show tomorrow?
Yep.
Because when she says it can happen,
it's happening.
It's a matter of coming through the door and doing his piece.
I know, but I want to get us in the door where the club, the venue has us there.
No, I want you to do that.
Yeah.
I want you to handle that, but I want to lock in Griffin for 15 minutes before he gets in show mode and make sure you're available. All I'm going to bring my shit, and all you have to do is pick up the mic and do your thing.
Okay. I'll make that happen, and I'll give you an update. Fair?
No problem. We'll work on it, and I'll get at you. Talk to you later.
See you, Miss Rose.
All right. Bye.